Double
Oh boy,
penetration.
I can't wait for Sonic fan fiction.
This is
Right?
Christmas. The Christmas spirit, my dudes.
Crimbus.
Tell us how
Are
we're
you
reading,
recording or
Anzyll.
streaming?
Recording.
Alright.
Wow, you got out of character, dude. You have to restart now.
Oh no! Oh no!
Not-
I
not-
got out of character! Kill me!
No, you can edit it. Edit it. Right?
Yeah. I'll have you know.
This
I'm
is
a real.
the very first Sonic story, so don't judge me badly on how it's written. I am also not that great with character roles, so they may be out of character in a lot of parts of the story. This story takes place when Sonic and them are still in their own world, and takes place around the holidays. This story is a bit epic, and can get emotional, so if you're not into that kind of stuff or you get upset easily, do not continue reading this story. But those who aren't may continue. Rated PG-13 for drama.
Oh man. PG-13.
Oh
So
boy, Calvin has sent me a gift.
so all you guys underneath the age of 13, you're not allowed to watch this.
But Sonic
bro.
say the
I
F
am
word.
15!
Same.
Anzyll, just
So,
like skim through the story. Does Sonic say the F word?
Does Sonic say the F word? You know
Yeah,
what?
Sonic
We'll
say the F
we'll
word.
we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Because it's rated PG-13.
I think
Your mom's
you're
rated
allowed to
PG-13.
you're allowed to say one swear.
Oh, crap.
Before you
The
get
day was
sued.
dark and misty. A single snowflake slowly made its way through the foggy sky. Soon, more of them began to accompany the first, churning within the soft gusts of wind before the blow. You know that it's a good story when it uses a semicolon in the third sentence.
Pretty sure that's and let me guess that they're not using semicolons, right?
I mean, it looks right to me.
I don't know how semicolons work either. That's a fancy literature thing.
Fancy.
That's for smart people who do smart things. Not for big dumb people like me.
What is your profile picture, Netto?
That's Rat Movie.
Which movie?
Rat Movie 2.
Before long, they came into the distant town of Mobius, where everything was covered in sheets of freshly fallen snow. As the snow continued to fall, a young hedgehog with blue fur, I didn't know hedgehogs had fur, and emerald green eyes made his way down one of the snow-covered streets. His name was Sonic the Hedgehog. He was dressed in a red winter jacket. Sonic's matching winter boots crunched softly in the snow as he walked down the street, careful not to slip on the ice hidden beneath the white. Very few of the other citizens were seen making their way through town, heading into their own personal destinations. Sonic continued on, clutching bags of groceries in his white-gloved hands.
Does Sonic
As
go
he
grocery
continued
shopping?
his walk. Yeah, dude, Sonic goes grocery shopping. He's
Oh my
normal.
god,
just
isn't
like you
Sonic
are.
like a teenager though?
Does Sonic even have a house? What is the Sonic lore?
Wait, is Sonic married to Amy in this universe?
Oh man.
I don't know, dude. I don't know my epic Sonic lore.
We gotta read up on the lore. We gotta read the manual.
We gotta read the manga.
No.
It's funny because there are actually Sonic comics, and there's so fucking many of them.
Oh yeah, man. There's way too many. Granted, any more than one is way too many.
Did you know that Archie got shot?
Yes, that is the thing. Archie got shot.
Yeah, Archie got shot.
Hang on.
Like- Yeah, look it up.
So great.
Hang on, I'm gonna.
I will, but I have to finish the story, dude.
Yeah, keep reading.
Hang on.
Graham, find it in the background.
Yeah.
As he continued his walk, he glanced around, keeping an eye out for any sign of a battleship or anything unusual.
Anything
What?
unusual?
I mean, a battleship. I think a battleship goes under anything unusual.
Well,
You're just in the middle of this fucking landlocked city, and you're just like, man, I wonder if there's a battleship around here.
I mean, he's not wrong. A battleship would be pretty unusual.
But why wouldn't he say something like, oh yeah, something usual or something unusual?
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
Before long, he escaped from the city. After doing so, he began taking a dash toward the forest. In the distance,
He took a
Sonic-
dab. Oh.
He took a dash.
He took a dab.
There's a big difference.
Sonic soon began to maneuver through the dense, snowy woods, careful to not drop the bags in his hands as he swerved and dodged to avoid low limbs and fallen trees. Before long, the tree slowly came to an end, and a clearing with a well-sized red oak cabin reached his vision. Sonic stopped for a moment, gazing up at it. A good 3 inches of snow covered its top. Icicles of many sizes hung from numerous places on the roof.
It's good to be back,
He said to himself.
I never thought I'd get back since the snow and ice had to ruin my fun.
Oh no.
As he was saying this,
Are you
Sonic
gonna do
made
that
his
voice
way.
for the entire story?
You're gonna have fun with it too.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Sonic
No, it's
soon
not my
made
question.
his
Yeah.
way up the snowy white steps leading up to the covered porch. Sonic looked down at the wooden deck. Snow was about an inch buried in the chocolatey color of the wood and its sheets of
Ew.
white. They somehow spelled chocolatey wrong.
Okay, anyway, with Archie, what happened was he took a bullet for his gay friend, then he went to hell, and there's like a mini-series about him in hell.
Well, I'm not gonna take a bullet for you, Douglas.
Wow.
Oh, dude, Nope Cartoon sent me a friend request.
Oh man.
Denied.
Yeah.
No.
Got him.
No.
Got him, bro. Dude,
Nice.
I'm too busy reading Sonic fanfiction to talk to Nope Cartoons.
Yeah.
I have my priorities straight.
Come on,
No.
we're being recorded. This is gonna be my Christmas special.
Invite
Dude,
him
yeah.
to us now.
And
As
because
Sonic
I'm
made
special
his way
Christmas.
inside. Shut the fuck up. As Sonic made his way inside, he glanced around the foyer, which was considered as being the living room. Sonic stopped and gazed up at the 8-foot tree that sat next to the room's center, near the cobblestone and marble fire. Dude, this fucking guy is stacked. Holy shit.
Oh man. Oh, he got.
He's got a fucking house out of town with a cobblestone and marble fireplace and an 8-foot tall ceiling with a
Wait,
fucking
this is Sonic's
8-foot tree.
house?
Dude, of course this is Sonic's house.
How did he get so much money?
Oh,
Dude,
thought
he
Sonic was a
he
hippie.
saved the world like a million times.
Well, yeah, but he's still a hippie and he doesn't have a job. I mean, he can
Rolling
save the-
around at the speed of
I'm
sound.
pretty sure Sonic is actually a drug dealer.
Also, yeah, Archie really did go to hell.
He's an illicit ring dealer.
You should cut out all the parts like this so it's just the story.
Oh no, sorry, no. This
All
I'm gonna do that.
All of
I'll
it.
do.
Lazy.
yeah.
I'm actually.
Fernand will have just the story, and I'll have this with all the asides and all the goofs and all the gaffes, and it's gonna take forever to edit and upload.
No, I'm gonna do that.
Let
Trust me.
Anzyll upload.
Alright.
He's
Dude, I should upload it because it's my story.
he has a
Give me the
1,000
footage and I'll
subscribers.
cut it. I'll
He
cut
has
it
a million subs,
Alright.
bro.
Yeah, dude, I got 1 million.
Hang on.
Yeah,
He's bigger than PewDiePie.
I'm actually Markiplier.
Dude.
Oh, dude.
Hang on,
He's
hello,
the biggest
everybody.
celeb.
Hang on, how many subs does Anzyl have? Let's find out together.
536.
Whoa, it's actually pretty good.
Let me verify.
Ah, rad.
It might be 535. I wouldn't be subscribed. I
Uh,
wouldn't be subscribed. I wouldn't be surprised if someone unsubscribed from me as soon as I said that.
I did.
Yep.
Actually, I didn't.
535 subscribers, and how many do I have?
0. Got him.
19.
I have
Epic,
23.
bro.
Yeah, you shouldn't. Yeah, are you really gonna step up? You really gonna step up, dog?
back to the story,
Yeah.
bros.
Back to the
Yes.
important stories.
He's got a point.
Sonic stopped and gazed up at the 8-foot tree that sat near the room's center, near the cobblestone and marble fireplace. There are so many semicolons. What the fuck? There are 3 semicolons in this sentence.
Wow, did
all
Alvin write
improper.
this?
One of them is proper. The rest of them are not. Which was on the right and went perfectly with the red oak paneled floor. Bright and colorful neon lights lay amongst its healthy green branches of the tree. That's not me saying it wrong. That's how it's written. Along with those lights were strands of golden tinsel, glittering snowflakes, golden bells, candy canes, and ornaments of many different kinds. Near the fireplace sat a red oak lounge chair with ruby cotton cushions. What makes... Oh, I guess it's just red.
Ruby cotton cushions.
Yeah, like
Dude,
ruby
ruby
red.
cotton. Dude, Chaos Emeralds, bro.
Dude.
The Phantom Ruby.
Dude, I don't know. Went to his local jewelry store.
Got him.
Same.
No.
In the chair was a young bat with white and beige fur, dressed in a pearly pink cottony evening gown with a white trim along the top of the snowy white boots. Her name was Rouge the Bat,
No.
a legend. Rouge laid where she was, but she's sitting in a chair. How does she lay down in the chair?
Graham,
Resting
are you
on one of
recording
his-
chat?
No, I'm not. I am.
I'm recording chat.
Unable to record chat. I'm just taking small excerpts out.
I got it all.
They showed Buddy naked.
But there's no nipple.
Yeah, I got
What?
cut off.
Oh, well,
No,
Yeah.
but like, it's not even there in the first
triggered
place.
me, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm definitely not putting that in the video.
Alright, shut the fuck up. Back to the epic story, guys.
Yes, back to
Anzyll,
the
delete
story.
that.
Dude, they
Please.
told us that the story would be a bit epic, so I have to
Yeah.
read it. Okay?
Stay in the
Jesus
video,
fucking Christ. So fucking rude interrupting me. It's
Rude.
fucking Crimbus, dude.
Sorry, Daddy.
It's
Sorry,
I'm gonna
Daddy.
strangle all of
It's
you.
the season of the year.
I'm gonna
This is
strangle
very
all of you like
worse.
my dad strangled me.
Okay,
It's not a
DL.
joke. That's true.
Oh.
Anyway. Rouge laid where she was, resting her on one of her white-gloved hands, with the other resting over her stomach. As Sonic gazed around, his eyes soon landed on the many strands of neon blue lights and wreaths of many sizes hung around the wall. On the side of the fireplace was a hallway leading to the bed and bathrooms for the guests in the cabin. Jesus, guy's fucking... He's so rich.
He's got
He's
all
got fucking extra bed and bathrooms in a cabin.
cabin
Why
in the
is Rouge
woods.
there anyway? Why is...
I don't know. To get fucked, probably.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
probably.
That's the only purpose of Rouge.
Yeah.
On the left of the tree, glittering garland and tinsel hung around the glossy logs, the glossy log railings of the staircase, which led out to the small loft above, where extra beds had been placed for the other guests. Near the stairs was an open kitchen with marble and oak counters, along with a cast iron stove and fridge, where
Look
a
at all these
well-aged
people.
rabbit with
Bazinga.
gold and brown
Yeah,
fur,
hold up.
You're
wearing
interrupting
a red
him.
and pink dress, was busy baking. Her name was Vanilla the Rabbit.
Is that?
Is this an OC?
Epic.
Probably.
Yeah.
I need-
Sonic slowly began to make his way toward the hallway. Sonic shouted an excited voice from behind him, making the hedgehog slightly cringe.
I'm definitely more than slightly cringing.
No, Sonic. No, Vanilla the Rat is actually
The
from Sonic.
rat!
The rat.
No,
fucking
rabbits are
rat.
Vanilla.
I mean, that's what a
real.
rabbit is. It's really just a rat.
A fluffy rat.
Dude, I love Vanilla the rat.
A rat in a clever disguise.
Sonic better Bazinga.
That sounds like an OC. It even looks like one too, but it's real.
Yeah, like
That's great.
As he turned around, a young hedgehog around his age, which was 16 years old, ran over and threw her arms around his neck. Her
Wait,
fur was pink instead of blue, but it's
Also-
spikes because they're fucking hedgehogs, you dumbass.
yeah.
so wait, they're 16, but he owns his own house, and it's a mansion too.
Oh
Well-
man, what is this? 1960?
It might work in dog years.
I've returned.
Hi.
Epic.
Epic.
Fucking. Her fur was pink instead of blue, and her eyes were more of a sapphire green. She wore a red. What sapphires are blue?
What? Hang on.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Hang on.
Maybe it's turquoise.
Then why didn't they just say turquoise or teal?
Who
Let me
knows?
look at
Because
this.
whoever made
Seafoam
this-
green.
Whoever made this is a retard.
And why are you expecting
Whoever made
to
this
make
was probably
sense?
15, which
Oh,
is disappointing
actually,
because I'm fucking.
Green sapphires are apparently a thing.
Oh, okay.
Are they?
Yeah, I mean, I
Well-
did a quick Google search, but they are a thing.
I'll accept that then. but I'm pretty sure that the only difference between like a sapphire, ruby, and an emerald is the color.
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
the only time you're gonna accept it.
That doesn't look like a cat. That looks like a human.
Click on the link.
But the thumbnail.
Just click it.
That
Click it. Come on.
okay.
I don't want to click it.
Why?
I don't think any
Tis
of
the
them
season.
click it.
I'm
The
confused.
downward spiral.
Tis the season.
She wore a red
Bazinga.
dress with white trim on the bottom, which reached past her knees. She was known as Amy Rose. Well, about time you got here, Ruse stated, rising from her spot and walking over.
Well, I would have gotten here sooner, but with all this snow and ice, I can't really run that.
Oh, that's Sonic?
What happened to her? What happened to her
Well, I
voice?
would have gotten here sooner, but with all this snow and ice, I can't really run that fast.
Sonic
Yeah,
replied
silly
as
dogs.
Amy let go.
Silly dogs, way past cool.
Wait,
You
past
can't kill yourself.
Just then, a young golden white fur fox with... A fur fox? What other kinds of foxes are there?
Oh man.
You know, the furless fox. What happens when the fox gets exposed to nuclear radiation?
Lisa
Yes,
Willis.
exactly.
A nuclear fox.
Yes, Lisa the Furless.
Oh, it's so. That's Ashley. That's Ashley from WarioWare, but a cat.
I want to point out that there are fucking, like, 3 semicolons in this paragraph.
Oh,
There's so many semicolons, why?
This.
Lisa, the
Semicolon
fast.
using fish fuck. Semi-motherfucking colon.
Lisa,
Uh,
the faster
bitch.
emoji.
Right this.
Dear
Dressed.
Dear Andy Claus, this year for Christmas I want a semicolon.
This
Okay.
year, I want my Honey the Cat plushie.
This year I want you to put a bullet directly into my forehead.
This year, I'm John Miller.
We need to get on with the story.
Okay. Just then, a young golden white fur fox with 2 tails and baby blue eyes, dressed in a green woolly knit turtleneck sweater, came to the log railing to see what the commotion was. He was Sonic's best friend, Miles Prower, also known as Tails. He was accompanied with a very young bunny, around the age of 5 years old, with gold and brown fur. She wore a red and green dress, which reached past her knees. Why did you specify that their dresses reached past their knees twice?
Because
Like it said it with fucking semicolon space, which reached past her knees twice at this point.
well, I
The
mean,
fuck did I walk
Doesn't wanna
into?
come- doesn't
I
wanna
don't know,
come off
dude.
as a sicko.
if you walked
No,
into really
It's
good
a
Christmas
Sonic
stories.
Christmas, okay? It's a Sonic Christmas.
My
It's
epic
the
Sonic
first
OC.
Sonic fan fiction ever written, according to it.
Also, this is being recorded and put on YouTube.
Epic.
I see my epic Sonic OC.
No,
Her name was Cream, Vanilla's daughter. Accompanying her was a young blue chow named Cheese. Cheese wore a Santa-style dress. That's it, I guess.
Hey, Sonic.
Tails called out before heading down the steps with Cream following behind.
Glad to see you're back.
How was your day? Asked Cream
Oh.
curiously.
Cold.
Sonic replied with a shrug.
I hear it's gonna get to single digits tonight.
What?
Epic.
It doesn't snow. It doesn't. What? But fucking water doesn't even. Oh wait, no, Fahrenheit. Fucking
Fahrenheit.
Americans. I hate Americans.
America's the best country, don't you know?
Fuck you, Americans. Kill yourselves.
Love you too,
But
Anzel.
Americans are best.
Fucking
Americans are
racist
better.
Trump lovers.
Apple pie and
Oh, please don't make this political.
No, do it.
Okay.
Don't.
We'll get millions of views.
My God.
He stated to everyone in the room, removing his jacket. Why are there 2 semicolons right there around removing his jacket, revealing his woolly green sweater beneath it? Sonic hung it onto the coat rack with the others, removing his boots. I thought that said boobs, and I was like, what? Why does Sonic have boobs, and why can he remove them?
Like, he's just-
Anymore, nigga.
It's like an Indian man, and he's saying like, remove boob cover,
Remove Bob.
open bob,
Show Bob and Vagin.
vagine.
He
Tran.
placed them near the base of the rack. Just what we need,
The
came a
rack.
gruff voice near the hallway. Everyone turned to see a black hedgehog with red markings and eyes wearing... He is red with
the
red
season.
markings and eyes, as if everyone else doesn't have eyes.
I have eyes.
Wearing a red woolly sweater, he was known as Shadow the Hedgehog.
No.
As Shadow made his way over, he was followed by a young echidna with red fur and violet eyes. He was dressed in a deep red sweatshirt. His name was
Whoa.
Knuckles, and he didn't chuckle. The echidna. Behind them
whoa.
was a young girl, much like a plant. She had
What?
green hair
A plant.
with a pair of roses on the temples of her head and had bright baby blue eyes. She wore a snowy white sweater over a green leafy dress. Her name was Cosmo.
Hey guys.
Wait, is that
Sonic's-
real?
I don't know.
Is
Look it up.
this an OC?
I don't want.
Are we just gonna overlook the fact they just compared a anthropomorphic animal to a plant?
Yeah.
Yes,
Beautiful. They dropped
Hey
my-
guys.
Sonic said as they made their way over. What's the point anyway? Shadow frowned, stopping next to Sonic and all the others.
What do you mean, what's
The point? Sonic asked skeptically.
It's almost Christmas.
He continued. The time.
It's the time where everyone shares their love and happiness.
Cream said as she, Vanilla, and Cheese joined the group.
Yeah.
Sonic agreed with a smile.
We can also take this opportunity to sit back and relax.
I'll be back.
We
I'm
still
gonna get
have
my.
no
I'm gonna get
clue.
myself and kill myself.
Same.
I don't blame you.
We still have no clue what Eggman is, and you still just want to sit around and forget about it? Shadow asked in disbelief. He has a point. A new deep voice came from behind them as a magenta chameleon with golden brown eyes wearing a deep blue sweater made his way into the room. He was
That has to be
accompanied
an
by a
OC.
green and yellow crocodile. He's a fucking alligator, isn't he? Is Vector an alligator?
I mean, is there really a point in figuring out
You're
the
right.
difference?
There's no fucking point. With bright hazel eyes. Why do I care what color this crocodile's eyes are?
I mean, it's fan fiction. It's going to always be weirdly specific when it probably shouldn't be.
Well, this person
You're right.
has an obsession with eyes.
No,
Nice.
no, man. I mean, have you read any fan fiction?
Who the fuck is beating their child in the back?
Me.
Oh.
It's
How
kind
many
of hot.
children do you own?
Too many.
Well, sometimes you just gotta get out the belt.
Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do.
Behind him was a young black and gold. Why not yellow? Black and yellow. Come on, man.
Black.
Bumblebee with chestnut eyes, dressed in a white and red striped sweater. Their names were Espio, Vector, and Charmy. We can't afford to forget about our mission to stop Eggman, Espio said, crossing his arms. He might attack us when we least expect.
Hey,
I was
Why is
trying
it
to go for like
Waluigi?
a Mexican, and then I turn into fucking Russian Waluigi. But we haven't seen Eggman around, and he hasn't attacked for nearly a month now, Tails argued. Tails is right, KO voice from above them. The group all turned towards the voice to see a young hedgehog with silver fur, hence being his name.
Oh.
Silver had a bright golden eyes and was dressed in a bright green sweatshirt. Beside him stood a cat with lilac-covered fur and honey brown eyes, wearing a red, green, and white dress. Her name was Blaze.
What is their obsession with golden eyes?
I
don't know,
don't
dude.
know.
Oh, what voice should Silver have?
Like Sonic's, but deeper.
He should have one like this.
No, he sounds.
We have a hard
No, that's not
He
good.
sounds kind of like a I mean, in Sonic 06, he sounds like a.
Give him the Jim Sterling.
I'm just
voice.
gonna make him sound like the fucking. We
Make him
haven't
sound
heard from Eggman in a while. Silver stated, making his way down the steps with Blaze following behind.
I'd still say he's up to something.
Espio argued, turning towards them. Little did everyone know just how right Espio might be. Another wrong semicolon. Part 3.
Oh, we're on
The
part
Sonic
3 already?
Brothers. Yeah, dude.
Oh, man.
What happened to part 2?
Oh,
I didn't announce it, and I don't know why I announced part 3.
Silver voiced by Jim Sterling. That's a good idea. I'm sure
Game
Jim
would
would
be a lot
love to do that. Absolutely.
At that very moment, an oddly constructed battleship rested in the mountains. Oh, dude, it's a battleship. I guess that is usual for them.
That's not how foreshadowing works.
Maybe it is, dude. Inside the ship was a large-bellied man in a red and black suit, and an oversized auburn mustache was spying through the surveillance screen, curious about the merry happenings all over the city. He was known as Dr. Eggman, the most evil genius in the world. What is everyone so happy about? He asked, frustrated with what is going on.
Well, it seems like it's almost Christmas time, Doctor.
A tall, slim robot known as Deco? D-E-C-O-E. I don't know
Is this
how to
from the
pronounce
Sonic
that.
Boom cartoon?
I hope.
It sure is a wonderful time of year,
Said Boko, the silver robot.
Christmas, bah!
Eggman growled.
Why should they celebrate it? It's only another day of the week. But
Let me guess.
Doctor,
I'm predicting it right now. This is literally just going to be a Christmas Carol, but with Sonic.
A Sonic Christmas Carol.
But it's about Eggman, though.
Dude, it's a Sonic Christmas.
Yeah,
You just don't understand, Cled. It's a Sonic.
No, you know the thing they did with fucking 4Kids, where the fucking cartoons sang the fucking American anthem?
Oh, yes. Oh,
No.
On behalf of literally all of America, I apologize for that.
We're recording this, by the way.
Yes, we are. You're on YouTube now.
Or you're reading Sonic fanfictions from when I'll...
Dude,
you could
it's a
be reading so many other things.
It's a bedtime story for all the little babs.
Yeah, it's a bedtime story.
It's a
bedtime
fanfiction.
story. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's a bedtime story.
Bedtime Christmas story with
'Cause
14
it's so
chapters.
boring, it'll put you to sleep. Got him.
Is there actually 14 chapters?
Yes.
Yes, and 11,000 words.
Chapters.
This is chapter 3, but they're pretty short chapters.
Let me see here.
Alright.
But Doctor, Christmas is a time of the year to spread joy and happiness with people we care about.
Deco replied.
The deadness in his eyes.
I'll never be happy until I pilfer the Chaos Emeralds and build the Eggman Empire.
I don't like
Eggman
this.
replied, letting out an evil laugh.
Excuse me, but what does pilfer mean?
Asked Deco,
Oh, they're even
interrupting
emphasizing
Eggman's
on it.
laugh.
You've never really told us what it is.
They keep italicizing the wrong words and giving me stupid inflections.
Okay, but can we talk about how they don't know what the word pilfer means?
Mhm.
It means to steal, you bucket of bolts.
Eggman bellowed, making the robot shake in fear at the sudden outburst. Just then, a small black robot with bright gold eyes soon appeared before them.
Dr. Eggman,
He shouted cheerfully.
not now, Bakken. Can't you see I'm busy?
Eggman bellowed before turning back to the screen.
But Dr. Eggman,
Bakken insisted, this time flying up and blocking the screen.
I
I
know
returned.
where Sonic and the others are hiding. Is that so? Eggman asked.
Bakken nodded.
Well,
Eggman started, thinking of a plan.
then why don't we pay them a visit? You can count on me, sir.
Bakken saluted before taking off for the woods.
Once Sonic and the others are out of the way, then no one will stop me from taking those Chaos Emerald and rule the world!
Eggman soon let out an evil laugh.
Oh my god.
It's always
What a
about
great
the
chapter.
world domination.
This is...
Meanwhile, everyone was enjoying themselves back at the cabin. It was only a few more days until Christmas,
It had been hours since Sonic had come back to the cabin. He had taken care of the items he had purchased, many of them being gifts for his friends that he got at the grocery store.
So wait, he got
guess-
Christmas presents at a grocery store? Did he get
What a
celery?
fucking cheapskate. I thought he was rich. He has this fucking multi-million-dollar cabin, but he bought his friends
See,
gifts at the
the
fucking
thing is, I
grocery
keep
store.
forgetting this is a fucking Christmas fanfiction until I hear the word Christmas.
You just kind of, I
They
probably.
said Christmas like 5 times in the last part.
No,
I
because
keep-
fucking Eggman is just talking some shit about the Chaos Emeralds, and it's like, oh yeah, Christmas.
I like to contribute to the debate on what the deal with the presents at the grocery store is. I'm going to guess Sonic blew all of his money on buying a
By
house.
buying the...
On
Dude,
buying
he's
this.
buying
Oh,
fucking
okay, I'm
protein
assuming
powder.
that like, all of them lived together, and that's how they afforded the house.
It's probably not even his house.
They're
No, I
probably
feel
renting
like-
it out.
I feel like Sonic just holds a monopoly on the city. He's like the Hitler-esque fascist dictator.
Oh
But he
man.
still has to shop at the grocery store.
Yeah, exactly.
I just like to imagine that he barely gets by with the big ass house, and he just has to live on ramen noodles for.
Oh yeah.
But at least he's got this big ass house. This was posted in 2011, by the way.
2011. Oh man.
It was
Yep.
it was published in February.
It's ahead of the times.
Oh,
It's far behind because
maybe they started working on it during Christmas, but then they never finished it.
I guess.
Maybe it's been in development for 10 or 15 years.
It got canceled though,
It got
6
canceled
years.
and brought back.
and then
Like your hopes
re-canceled.
and dreams for Fool's Gold.
Oh man. At least the pointless Chapter 2 script leak.
Why would I leak that to you?
Well, I mean, why wouldn't you?
He's got a point.
Meanwhile, everyone was enjoying themselves back at the cabin. It was only a few more days until Crimbus. It had been hours since Sonic had come back to the cabin. He had taken care of the items he had purchased, many of them being gifts for his friends. After doing so, Sonic had gone back to his room to rest a bit. Sonic laid on his bed, gazing at the oak panel ceiling. This is like a bad Sonic porn fanfiction. The beginning.
I mean, it probably is.
There had been many things on his mind, like what Eggman was up to, and how he and everyone would stop him.
Why
Sonic
is he thinking
closed
so
his
much about
eyes.
Eggman?
Still thinking. After a few minutes, Sonic opened his eyes again and gazed out the window. Before long, he soon got up. Before long, he soon got up and made his way to the living room. Sonic reached the end of the hallway, but soon stopped, glancing over at the tree where Tails and Cosmo were putting up more decorations. Beneath it was many gifts already wrapped and waiting for Christmas morning, which had been added to the gift Sonic had wrapped and placed under the Yuletide standing timber. Nearby, Cream and Amy were sitting on the floor playing a board game. Vanilla was in the kitchen baking cookies. Rouge, Espio, Vector, Knuckles, and Charmy had gone to their rooms a while after Sonic had gotten back. Blaze and Silver had gone up to the loft to relax for a bit. As for Shadow, Sonic wasn't sure where he had gone. Shadow had used Chaos Control and left after Sonic, so he just has 2 Chaos Emeralds, and he just left. Just
Yeah,
because.
just left.
Don't you need at least one?
I think you need 2 to do Chaos
No.
Control.
I think I played fucking Shadow the Hedgehog, the thing for GameCube, and I think he just needs one.
That's weird because I found this YouTuber named Peter Netter, and he makes a bunch of fucking Sonic videos. So I've just been watching Sonic videos in the background.
I mean, we got a Sonic lore expert here.
And in Sonic the Hedgehog 2006, they needed 2 to go back in time.
Yeah.
So I think they do need 2. So I
But-
guess they just have 2 Chaos Emeralds sitting around.
But in Super Smash Brothers, he does it without any. So like, what's the deal?
Well, Sonic also becomes Super Sonic without any. So
No, he gets them all out of nowhere when he does the thing. If you look closely,
He's carrying them in his ass.
well, if,
hilarious and
I
original.
guess they're just using the ones that Sonic has for
Yeah.
Shadow.
Especially-
Yeah. Where was I?
Something about Shadow leaving.
Shadow had used Chaos Control and left after Sonic arrived. When every Sonic of anyone asked him When every Sonic of anyone asked him what was wrong, Shadow would always telling everyone that he wanted time alone and went where he pleased.
The grammar.
Why doesn't he get that? We just want to help, Sonic asked in his mind as he turned his gaze toward the foggy glass window.
Grammar seriously took a nosedive out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
Sonic, came a soft voice breaking Sonic's thoughts. Sonic turned to see a young echidna with ginger-colored fur and sapphire-blue eyes. She was wearing white and golden evening gown and a golden tiara. Her name was Tickle, the echidna.
Tickle the echidna.
Tickle my echidna.
Tickle made her way over to Sonic, who stood where he was, waiting. That's another semicolon. What the fuck?
What do we got?
So many
Semicolon
semicolons.
8 at least.
I've been purposefully not talking about semicolons, right? There are semicolons in every sentence that I've read.
Oh man.
I didn't realize this fan fiction was written by Charlie Kelly.
I don't know who that is. I don't know
Same.
why I laughed at
It
that.
sounds funny, but I still laughed.
You ever watch Sunny in Philadelphia?
No.
No.
Damn.
No,
Never.
unfortunately not. Even though I love the show.
Son. Flew over your head.
Oh, man.
And we still laughed.
Even though she belonged in the past, Tickle had traveled from her home to the present to visit during the holidays. What?
But
What?
couldn't
Why
they
did she
just-
come to?
If they're
Why'd
from
you
the past, couldn't they time travel just to Christmas?
Yeah, do they do
Yeah,
that
dude.
every year? In which case, do they do it all at once, or do they do it every year that goes by in their world?
It's a really
But-
good use of time travel.
Exactly.
Well,
I could kill
go.
Hitler, but I would like some presents.
Dude,
I-
Sonic Hitler.
I
Just
could
like a Hitler the Hedgehog.
Couldn't you just rob? I don't know.
You mean
You know, I could prevent so many
No.
world tragedies. I could prevent the communist uprising in Russia. I could prevent the
I could
Holocaust.
kill Eggman as a baby, but no.
I could kill John Connor, but instead I'm gonna go to Christmas. I'm going to Christmas. We're gonna go to Christmas, boys. We're going to Christmas.
Oh, hey, Tickle, he smiled, turning back toward the window. Shadow isn't worrying you, is
Oh, hi,
he?
doggy.
She asked, a frown on her face. Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh hi, Mark.
Okay. Who looks
Sonic.
at their who looks at their child and names them Tickle?
This world betrayed
It's spelled Tikal, but I can only presume.
Oh no!
That's even worse.
How is that worse?
If I remember from Sonic Adventure 2, she's like an Aztec sort of thing.
Yeah.
But I wholeheartedly approve of this pronunciation.
I'm not gonna call her Tikal, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's tickle.
me.
Howdy.
Toki.
You boys ready to get tickled?
No.
Dude, yes. How did you know? He
Tickle my
questioned, a bit surprised. I am worried too, Tickle asked.
Tickle me, daddy.
He always wanted seclusion from others, Tickle continued as she and Sonic looked back at the tree. Tails and Cosmo had finished decorating and were talking to one another about the holiday season. I just wish we knew why, Sonic replied. Just then, there was a knock on the door. I wonder who that is, he said, making his way to the door. Opening it, Sonic soon wished he hadn't, as he saw a small black robot with bright gold eyes. This is the second time you've described the robot, just use its name. Standing in the doorway, a huge smile on his face. Oh, great. What do you want? My chili dogs? He questioned harshly.
Oh no!
I added
Chili
that part.
dogs. eh.
Oh.
Oh man,
Chili dogs.
do you guys remember Sonic likes chili dogs?
Chili dogs.
Or either that,
Way
or
past cool.
Chili dogs.
either that, or he's coming onto a machine.
Hey, do you want my
Vulcan
chili
frowned.
dog?
Is that any way to treat a guest? He asked. If the guest is you, then yes. Oh,
Whoa,
burn!
that's just rude.
Whoa!
Got him.
Oh,
That's
Sonic
just
replied,
rude.
closing the door.
that was. Oh man, Sonic is. That
Close
was.
the door on the
Sonic's
floor.
fucking
Yeah.
rude.
That was cold.
Why
That-
would he do that?
That was kind of
But-
roast. That's kind of roast. That
No
makes you spend
dinosaurs
like.
being done right now.
This
Don't
kind
do
of-
the dinosaur.
Bakken stopped the door with his foot. But I have an important message, he insisted, taking out a small TV screen from a bag. That's casual.
It's
Yep.
called.
What?
Turned on.
Small TV?
Showing a
Here is my
large-
TV.
Do you mean a tablet?
Couldn't they just say like iPad
This
or
was
something?
2011.
Oh.
Cut them some slack.
Yeah, fair enough. When did the
Yeah, it's the first Sonic story too.
Hang on, when did the iPad
First
come
Don't
out?
judge it
Hang
too
on.
much.
He's got a point.
Let's see here. The original iPad launched in 2010. They have no
It
excuse.
wasn't popularized, though.
True.
It's still hardly popularized.
Yeah, let's be real.
Fucking, where was I? The screen turned on, showing a large-bellied man in a red and black suit with an oversized auburn
Large-bellied
mustache.
man.
It's just copy-pasted from the other time they described him.
Why not just say Eggman then?
Yeah.
Eggman.
Sonic growled.
Is this?
Good day, Sonic. Eggman smiled evilly. I hope you're enjoying your vacation time, he stated. I have a proposition for you. As he continued, Cream, Cheese, and Amy soon joined Sonic, and Tickle, watching what was happening. I am going to destroy the city with my amazing air fleet, Eggman told them.
Sonic,
Since
I
I love
have a
it.
proposition for you.
I'll give you a chance to fight.
Sook
Meet me in the forest near the town for a rematch. I'll be waiting.
Meet me in the forest.
I have a proposition for you, Sonic. Meet me in the forest.
Oh no.
Hey,
Or I will
Sonic.
kill all of your friends.
Sonic, I have a proposition for you. Sook
Eggman
Kill
then
yourself.
let out an evil laugh as the screen shut off.
Stacy.
We all know what to do now, Sonic said, turning towards the others. But first, let me take a selfie. No.
I knew you were gonna do that. I knew we were going to do that.
Yeah, I was just about to say it too.
He then turned back to Bakken, who stood there, a bit confused. In a flash, Bakken was tossed out onto the steps of the front porch, the front door closing behind him. Just as Bakken landed, the TV he had been holding exploded.
Why
What?
are they
The
abusing
cabin shook.
Why are they abusing the messenger so bad?
Because he's an Eggman robot.
He did nothing wrong though.
Yeah, but he's black.
Whoa! Oh, social commentary.
Oh,
You know
doing
it's
that.
true, dude.
Is that what we're doing here?
thought the black guy already died.
Yeah, dude. He's black. That's why they threw him out.
Just like real life.
On fucking Christmas, they throw the black guy out because they want a white Christmas. A Sonic Christmas.
Oh, wow.
Oh, hey man, don't
Hey
invite
man,
us
way
much.
past cool. Way past slavery, but not past racism.
I'm having a heart attack.
The cabin shook, causing a mound of roof snow to fall, burying the small robot in its wake. Damn. You just got fucking destroyed.
He's
You
got.
just got nay-nayed.
He's just got a. Yeah, he's
As
really.
soon as you said nay-nay, someone laughed.
He's getting. he's really getting dabbed on, isn't he?
We don't want everyone to leave.
He's getting whipped and nay-nayed, bro.
Oh, man.
Inside the cabin, Sonic felt everything shake around him. As soon as it had come, it was gone. Sonic soon turned around, looking back at the worried faces of Amy, Tickle, Cream, Cheese, Cosmo, and Tails. Vanilla, who had been in the kitchen, stood there as well. It wasn't long that they were joined by Rouge, Knuckles, Silver, and Blaze. What's going on, you guys? Oh, yes! What's going on, you guys? Asked a large cat with blue and white fur, rubbing his golden brown eyes sleepily. His name was Big the Cat.
We got one. We got him. We got him, boys. We can end the story now.
His name was Big the Cat. Big had been sleeping in his room when he felt the cabin shake. Eggman's planning an attack, Sonic replied, retrieving his jacket from the coat rack and putting it on. I'm gonna see what's up. Well, I'm coming with you, Tails stated, making his way over. I like how these are the protagonist voices. Way past cool and fucking I'm Tails.
I'm not Tails. I'm my own original character, Blails.
I'm not Sonic.
With you. Tails stated.
It's not
making
Sonic.
his
It's
way
my own
over.
original restaurant, Blonic.
It's Sonichu, dude.
Oh man. Oh man. Oh.
Sonic looked at his young friend. You might need some help. Count me in, Knuckles said, pointing to himself as he joined them. We're coming too. Fuck. We're coming too. I can't do Silver's voice anymore.
It's no use.
Silver.
It's
We're
no
coming.
use.
It's no use. Take this. We're coming too. Silver added as he and Blaze stepped in. Sonic looked around at his friends. At that time, Charmy, Vector, and Espio had come into the room as well.
Man,
Well,
come
guys.
into the room.
Sonic began. If you're up to it, let's go! With that said, Tails, Knuckles, Silver, and Blaze retrieved their coats and began to follow Sonic out the door. Tails stopped when he felt someone grab his hand. Tails then turned to see Cosmo's worried face looking back at him.
I'll be okay, Cosmo. I'll be okay.
I can't voice crack on fucking command anymore. I'm sad.
Oh man. Don't you hate it when that happens?
I'll be
Be
okay.
careful, Tails, Cosmo said. I will, I promise, Tails assured her. After giving Cosmo a hug, Tails made his way outside. How many times do you have to say Tails in a row? Tails felt the cold air on his face as he met the others outside on the porch.
This is compensation for those times when it decided to just re-describe the characters instead of just giving them names.
Yeah.
They're just trying to do like a Beetlejuice type summon.
Yeah.
You should do the Cosmo voice from Fairly Odd Parents for Cosmo.
Tails.
Oh, I don't know if I can do Cosmo.
Yeah.
How do we even do a Cosmo voice?
I haven't watched Fairly Odd Parents in so long. I don't remember what his voice
It's like
sounds
Monkey Plate. He'll do
Monkey
one.
Plate?
Actually, it kind of does.
Should we bring Monkey Plate in here?
Yeah, we gotta.
No.
Yeah, let's not.
I love Monkey Plate, but he's just gonna screech, isn't he?
We've been going for 48 minutes. We need to keep moving.
48 minutes.
Seriously?
Yes.
Well,
We're
let's
not
get
even through chapter
going.
3.
Sonic said. No, we just finished chapter 4.
Oh, okay.
I'm looking at
On
my
that note, the 5 of them went on their way, the soft snow crunching beneath their boots as they made their way into the forest.
Just get to the part where they fuck.
Okay, but
I'm
this
sorry to
seriously
say,
does seem
there's
like
no
a-
part where they fuck.
This seriously seems like a really bad setup for like a erotic fanfiction. Though.
Yeah.
It's just
What
because
if at the
all
end it's
Sonic
like
fanfictions are.
Sonic touches Tails on his crotch.
Don't tell nobody, Tails.
It's a pepperoni secret.
That's the end of the story.
Oh man.
Kinky.
Part 5. It had been many hours since Sonic and the others had left the cabin. As they continued through the forest, snow had already begun to fall again. Sonic looked around, confusion on his face. There hadn't been a single sign of Eggman anywhere. After what had seemed like an eternity, Knuckles broke the silence. I was trying to do a fart joke, but it didn't work.
Funny joke.
Oh, I'll never make a fart joke again. Thankful God.
Yes, will now play a song to celebrate your failure.
That fart jokes are like 8 points off your comedy meter.
I'm proud. That's like the first fart joke I've made in like 5 years.
Oh man, you really did a good one there.
Yeah, I know. I'm a genius.
Yeah, comedic genius.
What's the deal with farts?
Do you think he's actually gonna show?
Airplane food.
I mean, he hasn't appeared anywhere, not even once. Knuckles is right, Silver said. We haven't seen any sign of him. What's Blaze sound like?
She's just like
No, she's a stoner. She blazes it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
I
good.
heard.
Good
Do you
voice.
think he set us up? Blaze asked. With Eggman, probably, Sonic replied, tuning towards them. Come on, we should head back. Why'd they put emphasis on back?
Come on, we should head back.
Tails began.
We should go
Which way is back? Sonic looked to where they had come to see that their footprints had disappeared beneath the falling snow. He began, unsure. You got us lost, Knuckles asked in awe and shock. Hey, we're not lost, Sonic replied, slightly offended. We'll just head back the way we came. And came has emphasis on it.
Oh man.
It's like it's trying to be a fan fiction, but doesn't want to admit it.
Oh yeah. That's
I
pretty.
just realized
That's pretty good
it has
analogy.
emphasis. It is emphasis on all the last words in the sentences. So it's like trying to make me ask it as a question, like those fucking teenage girls always do, where they say statements like questions.
Oh yeah.
Oh man. Oh.
He
Oh.
went to
I think we know who wrote this now.
Well, I mean, it's made by Coraline 15, so I can only presume it's by a 15-year-old girl named Coraline,
Yeah.
who would
yeah.
now
Maybe
be
they
like
just-
21.
But people on the internet lie, so you can't
Maybe
trust
they
them.
just really like the movie Coraline, and that's why they named it that. They
Well,
were-
they
were
have an
actually born-
icon,
They
and
were
the
actually born
icon
in 1915.
1950.
Yeah.
Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy Jimmy Kimmel, 1945.
And the reason they write like this is because dementia.
Oh man.
Oh no.
Or maybe they're just dyslexic.
That too.
They were dyslexic, then it would have been Snock
We got
and Crimbus Tail.
Mary Chrysler.
Dude, that reminds me. When I was a kid, I went to this island with my friend, who actually fucking robbed me while I was there.
What?
And then
Like he
everyone
stole
clapped.
all of my DS games, and I only got
No.
them back like half a year later.
Oh man.
That sucks.
And he had it under the guise that I lost them.
Oh man.
Yeah, he was a
Oh.
total cunt. But there's this girl who was around there, and she was dyslexic. So what her mom would do is, when she was gonna say that her daughter was dyslexic, she'd spell it out. And I didn't know what dyslexia was back then, but now that I think about it, that's kind of fucked. Because she can't understand what she's saying because she's saying it word or letter by letter.
Oh man. That's the cruelest prank. That's the cruelest joke. That's the cruelest.
It's not a joke. She was just trying to not make her daughter mad.
Yeah,
And it
that was.
so.
Yeah,
That's fucked.
yeah, that's not really cruel.
I hear people screaming in the background. I'll be right back.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
No, that's
he's
just
gotta
me.
go kill his slaves.
Yeah. Yep.
No, he's gotta put the duct tape over their mouth so he quits screaming.
We're keeping this real advertiser friendly.
Advertiser friendly, my ass. I can't even advertise shit until I get 1K, bros.
I don't even. I
Dude, get me to 1K, subscribe.
No, me. No, subscribe. I'm the one recording.
I'll be sure
I
to
mean,
unsubscribe.
if they're watching this far, they ought to subscribe to me. I've put in like an hour of reading a shitty Sonic Christmas fan fiction.
Yeah, and subscribe to me too. I'm not saying you shouldn't subscribe.
No,
to-
fuck you. Fuck you.
Especially subscribe.
Got him.
Okay,
Got him.
can you guys
Anyway.
unsubscribe from me, please? Please unsubscribe.
Yeah, unsubscribe to him and then double subscribe to me.
Yes.
Mega
me
subscribe. Mega like, mega subscribe, mega add to favorites, and mega share with your friends.
Please do the epic subscribe.
Are favorites even a thing on YouTube anymore? I don't
They are
think
now.
it's- Okay then.
Hey, we're not lost, Sonic replied, slightly offended. We'll just head back the way we came. He told them. Come on! Soon they began their way again. Sonic turned to Tails nearby. Hey Tails, no one's around, let's have sex. Tails, fly up and see if you can spot the cabin, he told them. Tails nodded and up above the snow-covered canopy. He just up.
Oh.
Tails nodded and up. The sky around him was filled with clouds as far as he could see above him. Gazing out into the distance, Tails soon spotted something far away. He soon made his way back down to the others below what he had found. What did you see, Tails? The cabin is about 3 miles away. The cabin is about 3 miles away from where we are. Tails answered, pointing to where they came with a smile. Thanks, little buddy, Sonic praised. Let's get going. On that note, the 5 of them made their way back to where they came. As they were walking, Sonic's ears perked up as he heard a noise from somewhere within the woods. He soon stopped to listen closely. What is it, Sonic? Tails asked as he and the others joined him. Guys, I think. Sonic cut off as he turned to a sudden noise that came a few feet away from where they stood. Not wanting to know what it was, he continued to walk. What? Why would you want to know what it was when it's a fucking sudden noise?
Yeah.
I think we should keep going, he finished, not wanting to worry everyone else. That's illogical. That's all you had to say? Knuckles asked as he, Tails, Silver, and Blaze followed him.
Oh god.
Just then...
Froggy!
Froggy! Froggy! Froggy!
Oh god, imagine like
Froggy.
imagine if like Knuckles's
Oh no.
Green emerald that he protects or something was replaced with like a giant frog and he was Big the Cat.
Oh man. Could someone get on that? Could someone mod that in, please? Yeah, I'd like to commission that mod, please. I'll give you $6 and 3 Chuck E. Cheese tokens.
I'll commission Beef Mania. Sonic Mania, except every person is in the Lisa community, and the only playable characters are Beef Zone members.
Just then,
No,
a mysterious growl filled
The
the
hell is
air.
a beef zone?
As creature nearly 20 feet high roared from the shadows of the forest. Once in the light they could see fully, the creature was constructed from metal. Swinging its enormous paw, the metallic beast knocked Sonic to the ground. Tails and Knuckles went to Sonic's aid and helped him up. What is that thing? Blaze asked, a bit awe-struck with the monster before them. It's obvious what it is, Knuckles argued. It's got Eggman's fingerprints all over it. Well, whatever it is, Silver said we need to stop it. What? Silver said we need to stop it. That's what it says.
Oh man.
Soon the 5 friends got into a fighting stance as they readied themselves for what was going to be a battle for survival.
We don't even know what this thing is though.
It's just a beast.
I'm gonna picture this as. I'm just gonna picture this as. Hang on, I actually have an image saved of this. I'm gonna picture it
Part
as.
6 is just a wall of text.
I'm just gonna picture it as I'm just gonna picture.
It doesn't have any
semicolons.
No, it's probably got semicolons.
All work and no play.
No,
it doesn't have any like spacing.
Yeah.
It's just a wall.
Yeah, no paragraphs. I'm gonna picture this thing as just a dreadnought from Warhammer 40k because I think that would be good. That's cool.
It's just a giant joy mutant.
It's just for the wall of text. It's just all work and no play makes Caroline 15 a very dull girl.
I just imagine that it's like a giant robotic Thundercat.
I'm gonna picture it as just a large cardboard box with arms.
Number 1 crate.
It's just it's Peter.
Peter Griffin.
Peter Griffin, yes.
Peter Griffin.
It's
Peter Griffin is a robotic Thundercat.
Peter.
Hey Lois, remember that time? Hey Lois, remember that time I killed
Hey
Sonic
Lois,
the Hedgehog?
I'm in the first Sonic fan fiction. This reminds me of the time that I was raped by Michael Jackson.
Oh no.
Oh man.
Because it's someone that's black that hates someone that's white. Oh wait, it's the other way around.
Hey Lois,
not
check
both.
this out. I probably shouldn't have smashed my table that hard. I probably woke up the entire house.
Hours had gone by, and there had still been no sign of the battle coming to an end. Okay, the battle hasn't started yet, but I guess the battle's already has no sign of coming to an end. Sonic and the others were knocked to the ground as they tried his best to fight. They only tried Sonic's best. All of them tried Sonic's best, not their own.
Sonic is the only one that actually did anything. Everyone else just kind of sat there and did nothing.
They're trying to take credit, but Sonic wrote it wrong, so he accidentally didn't give them the credit that they wanted.
It's
up
like
that
that one game,
yeah.
Sonic Boom, where only Sonic does the fighting, and everyone else just sits there.
Sonic Boom.
Yeah, only the main character does anything.
Yeah. Everyone else just kind of sits there.
Actually, it's like every 3D Sonic game that has more than one character, fucking Sonic Adventure 1 and 2.
And Sonic Mania.
Everyone's just there picking their nose, like,
just
how do I left?
How do I left?
How do I left?
How do I leave? How do I leave
shoot
and go to a good one? Knuckles and Silver attacked the creature from the side, knocking it to the ground. As Silver and Knuckles continued to fight, the creature soon knocked Silver down before turning back to Knuckles. The beast swung its metallic claws, knocking the echidna down into the snow. Knuckles continued to get its attention before making a break for it, hoping to lead the creature away, which seemed to work. While in the retreat, Knuckles suddenly tripped, stumbling down a snowy embankment. He soon found himself sliding out onto the middle of a frozen lake. His head still spinning, Knuckles soon shook it and looked up in awe as the monster made its way towards him, knocking down trees as it did so. The creature stepped onto the ice. It made an eerie crack as the ice began to splinter in tiny shards, but didn't break. The creature took another step, its metallic foot sinking slightly through the fragile ice.
Wait, hold up. If the ice is splintering into tiny shards, yeah, it's breaking. It's breaking, dude. It's broke.
Why is it when I wear this t-shirt? It makes me feel like I'm Dan.
Its metallic soul left its metallic body as its metallic eyes looked at Sonic in a metallic way.
And then it listened to Metallica.
And then it opened its
And then
maw.
fucking Australia drowned.
Wait,
hold-
is Monkey Plate Cara and Beef Tail?
Hold it. Hang on.
I'm so
And then-
happy.
And then
Monkey Plate is everyone.
shh, I need to read this. And then the creature opened its giant metallic maw, and from it spoke. Hey, Lois! Oh, that is the height of my career.
Hey, Lois!
Hey, Knuckles.
Peter!
Hey, Knuckles.
Hey, Lois, look at me. I'm gonna eat Sonic. I'm gonna eat Sonic on Christmas, Lois. Peter, save room for dinner.
Oh, man.
Remember that one time I was in a Sonic fanfiction, Lois?
Hey, Knuckles, remember that time I ate Sonic?
There's just a Family Guy episode that cuts to this whole recording of us just talking a Sonic fan.
Instead of a cutaway gag, it's this entire unedited thing.
Like they have a special like 4-hour long episode where it's just that one cutaway gag, and then it's our entire conversation. Like, we didn't even give it away. It's being recorded by Seth MacFarlane. And then he puts it into Family Guy.
Okay.
And then at the end of the cutaway, he's like, you know, that wasn't as funny as I thought it would be.
Okay, for real, we need to get back to work.
Right.
We've been going for an hour and 4 minutes.
Nice.
We need to get back to work. Like, you guys are doing anything.
We're doing something by not derailing this.
Oh yeah,
Make me
sure you
my
are.
content
Sure you are.
slaves.
Guys, I'm gonna cough.
Okay.
Okay.
That's kind of hot. Do it.
Oh god.
Dude, I came.
Hold on. Hang on, I need to cough too.
That's a real
Ew,
cough. I
ew.
mute
Get the
myself
fuck
every
out of
time I
here.
get
That's disgusting. What? How could you? Ew.
How much
Fuck you,
phlegm
dude.
did you have in your throat, boy?
No, dude, it's cum that dried in his throat.
Sorry.
That's what happens when you don't drink enough water. All that cum gets stuck in your throat.
Sorry.
Anyway,
I had
the
to
creature
cough
took
blood.
another step. It's metallic. It's metallic foot. I'm just thinking of Peter Griffin. Its metallic foot sinking slightly through the fragile ice. As it cracked, Knuckles looked down as he saw the ice split down the middle of where he stood.
It's not even robot
Knuckles
Peter Griffin.
gazed
It
up
just
in horror as the robot took one last step before its foot pierced through the ice. It cried out, "Lois!"
it's not even a robot Peter Griffin. It just is Peter Griffin.
It's a crack spread.
Peter Griffin.
The crack spread. One crack soon became three, conjoining with the first where Knuckles was standing, splitting the ice in two as the other two surrounded him. That's the second exclamation mark in the story. And yet the 45th semicolon. Probably fucking more. As
You
they
know, it's
did
really
so.
snowy out here. It reminds me of that time that we did that Star Wars episode.
Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Oh, and that
As
was
they did
actually a
so.
good one.
Yeah, the only good episode.
No. I was talking about Mollusk's Peter Griffin voice.
I couldn't even tell it was a Peter Griffin voice until he said Star Wars.
Eat pant.
I'll eat your pant. Anyway.
Yeah, you better.
Don't tempt me,
Pant.
boy.
It's been
As they did so, the crack below knuckle began. The crack below knuckle began to separate. Jumping at the last moment, Knuckles nearly lost his balance as he made it to a larger piece of ice. I just realized Knuckles' parents named him Knuckles.
Maybe it's a nickname.
What if his hands were always that size until he grew into them? So when he was born, his knuckles had to fucking come out of his mom.
No,
like
dude.
adult man arms, and then like this little baby.
He had a case of the elephantitis.
And his four-pronged echidna penis.
No.
It's a fact, dude.
No.
They have four-pronged echidna penises.
No.
You don't want to know.
There's four
Can we
heads.
please move on? I need an
All
adult.
right. Seeing this happen, Knuckles... Wait, where was I? Knuckles tried to run, but began to sink as the ice shifted under his weight, which is spelled W-A-I-T, and began to tip over. Seeing
they're
this happen,
dyslexic.
Knuckles tried to run to the center, but at the steep angle the ice was now at, forced Knuckles to slip on the surface. Now desperate, Knuckles tried to use the spikes on his gloves for leverage to get out, but couldn't get a good hold of the slippery ice. Knuckles, now half submerged in frigid water, kicked out his legs, frantically clawing at the ice with his gloves, still trying to climb, but soon disappeared as the ice fell back into place. Damn, Knuckles is fucking dead. I thought this was gonna be like a nice Christmas story.
Yo, he's
So Knuckles
dead.
just dies like
But
it's
then
not-
fucking robot Peter Griffin comes out and fucking murders Knuckles. Dude, I thought it was Crimbus. I thought it was the spirit of giving.
On his tombstone,
They never fucked.
on his
Rest in
tombstone,
peace.
it's just going to read, "Here lies Knuckles, killed by Peter Griffin."
Rest in piss, forever miss.
Slain by the Griff.
Imagine
Griffin
that
is-
being on your tombstone.
50 points to Gryffindor.
This ruins everything.
Why did none of you think of that joke?
Because I hate Harry Potter. That's not true.
Oh man.
Part 7. Knuckles! Sonic shouted as he and the others ran out onto the ice. Knuckles and the creature were nowhere to be seen. Everyone waited for any sign of movement. As the moments passed, everyone hung their head in hopelessness. So they're not even going to try. You know, you've got like these fucking magical emeralds that you can go back in time with. But no, you're just gonna be like, well, Knuckles is dead. Oh no, let's dig him a grave instead of going back in time and fucking reviving him.
Well, I mean, it's either that or if they do that, they have to deal with Peter Griffin
again.
Well, I mean, they could just fucking like, I don't know. Isn't Silver psychokinetic?
Are you implying they could kill Peter Griffin?
No.
Hey, I didn't say that. But
Just stand there
Okay,
and
guys,
it'll
who'd win the fight? Superman or Peter Griffin?
Peter Griffin.
Peter Griffin, dude.
Obviously.
Well,
Yeah, man.
Superman can fly.
But
Peter Griffin can pull fucking kryptonite out of hammer space.
But
Oh, dude,
Peter
I just got triggered. I had like a revelation because fucking I forgot that hammer space is named after Sonic, isn't it?
No,
I thought it was.
Isn't it named after MC Hammer?
What?
I just made that up, honestly.
I'm
It
gonna
would
look
make
it
sense
up.
though, because he's got his
hammer space.
It would make sense because he's got his big hammer pants.
Hammer space, also known as mallet space, is a fan-envisioned, extra-dimensional, instantly accessible storage area of fiction, which is used to explain how animated comic and game characters can produce objects out of thin air. Alright. It looks like it wasn't based on Sonic. I don't know why I thought it was based on Sonic. Just because fucking Amy with that shitty hammer.
Yeah.
Anyway. Fucking... Everyone hung their head in hopelessness. Just then, a faint crunching came from many feet behind them. As they turned toward the sound, they soon saw the ice near shore shatter as a soaked, spiky-gloved fist broke through it from beneath. After a moment, they saw Knuckles pull himself up onto the ice, heaving in a breath of air. Knuckles gripped onto the slippery ice with his numb, gloved hands, coughing as he tried his best to hold on. "Hang on, Knuckles!" Sonic shouted as he and the others made their way over. Reaching Knuckles' side first, Sonic helped the young Echidna out of the frigid water and onto the icy surface.
Echidna?
I guess he's young? I always thought that he was older than Sonic.
I thought he was like
I thought he was
40.
like...
It's like
Yeah, like he was like kind of like grizzled a little bit. Like,
I thought he was
some
thousands
stuff.
of years old because he was the guardian of the emerald.
He's having a
Yeah,
minute.
right?
Why does
like
it
1,000 years?
No, man. No, man. No, man. Dude,
Someone look up how old Knuckles is.
Dude's like, he's 28. He's got a kid to feed. Starting to go through a midlife crisis.
Dude, he's got an echidna.
Okay, apparently he's anywhere between 16 through 29 years old.
What?
But
That's
okay,
what I was
why is
thinking. I was thinking like 28.
Why is a grown man hanging around a 16-year-old?
I don't know, because that 16-year-old just happens to save the world on occasion.
He found that 16-year-old on a dating website.
Oh no.
And he pretended to be 16 himself.
Also, guess where I found this information?
Where?
Wiki Fur, the furry encyclopedia.
Stop
Oh,
it.
no.
Stop it now.
Oh.
Cease this. Alright, that's it. I'm ringing the alarm.
The alarm for what?
The alarm for your mom gay.
Continue
Was
the
that like
story.
ice? Was that like ice in a glass?
No, that was me putting a bottle inside a glass and then rattling them together.
That was
Okay, because I was gonna ask, why are you drinking something with ice in fucking winter?
Why do you eat ice cream in winter?
I don't. Because I'm not a dumbass like
Why do
you.
you eat ice cream in the winter?
Because it's warm in my house and ice cream is good.
Isn't that hypocritical? Why don't you just turn down the heat and drink milk?
What are
The
you?
same thing as ice cream.
Yeah, exactly.
It's exactly the same, dude.
Why do you live?
You know, I ask myself that question every day, and I never have an answer.
Hey, does anyone want to join my Steam group, Smosh France? I'll invite Anzyll
Smosh
right now.
France?
Yeah, I'll invite you right now. Anzyll.
Hey guys,
See, the thing is, I know I'm going to get in a fucking invite to Smosh France in the next
Yeah,
couple
I just
seconds.
gave it. I just gave
want
you
to join
one.
my invite? Want to join my?
You have been invited to Steam
Discord?
Group Smosh France.
Yeah, it's
See, I
mine.
knew that this was going to happen.
Yeah,
You want to
welcome
join my
Smosh France,
Discord?
dude.
It's called Bro Army.
Like,
Like
fucking.
Smosh
Oh no, that picture of all the Barts.
Oh man.
Smash France.
I told
You
you
want
I
an
got
invite?
invited to Smosh France.
Does anyone want an invite to Smosh France?
Send it to me.
You guys
Okay,
want
what's
to join?
your Steam, bro?
You guys want to join my Steam group? Army of Red
Smosh
Fuel Can.
Atlanta.
Bro Army.
Yeah,
I'll join the bro army.
You wanna join? You wanna join the YOLO army?
Hey guys,
No.
beauty pie.
You know the YOLO.
Dude, I joined the Nope server and I'm like, hey, what's up, guys? And then I got banned, and then Ender unbanned me, and I came back and I'm like, what's up? Or I'm like, my name's, and then I got banned again, and then I came back again, and I just said PewDiePie. I just laughed my ass off. And then me and Ender both got fucking banned, but it was so great.
That's going in the history
Oh.
books.
I know, right?
That
It was a
one's going in the
legendary
folder, am I
time.
right?
It's Hype Beast 46 here.
Oh man.
What's up, bros? My name's PewDiePie.
Oh man. Douglas just added me to his Steam friends list.
That's how it is
Okay,
on
I'm
this
inviting you
bitch.
guys to Smosh France. Please accept.
No.
Alright. Alright,
Smosh
here we
France.
go. Tails, Silver, and Blaze followed close behind them, soon making it to the shore. Oh, I'm gonna burp. Knuckles slowly came off of the ice, hunched over. There we go. His arms around himself as he tried to get warm with Sonic behind him.
Oh boy.
Please, just lay me down. I need some rest.
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, I thought that was gonna turn in a very different way.
I'm pretty sure it already did.
Please just lay me.
Just lay me, bro.
Lay me down.
Oh shit, it's Dingo.
Knuckles shivered. I didn't know shivering was a form of speech.
Is that actually Dingo?
Yeah, he looks
Wow.
like an acoustic.
Oh, that's
How do I
Dingo?
contact Dingo?
Oh, I thought Dingo joined the fucking VC.
I keep asking.
Dude, no.
How do I talk to Dingo?
He kind of looks like Chris Chan.
Oh no! Oh
You're
my!
right. Oh my
man.
god, you're right.
Oh no.
He looks like Chris Chan with a wig.
He looks like a Downey kid at my school. Looks like, yeah,
It's probably the big nose. It's
the nose and the cheeks.
He
looks so happy though. Oh,
it's probably the small feet.
No, he
it's so blessed but so cursed. I don't know how I feel about this gif.
It's just the eye contact.
He's not even making eye contact though.
I know. That's what I'm saying. There's none, and it's
Graham, change the image that you're recording to Dingo eating ice cream.
All right. Give me a moment. First things first, I'm gonna need to just save a screen cap here.
Good. No, can't you just use the GIF in OBS?
Yes, I can. I just need to copy link, open this up.
All right, awesome.
Save image as.
No, Knuckles, you have to keep moving. Sonic urged, helping him up again.
I was gonna let you know I'm
Look
probably
at
gonna...
him, Sonic. He's exhausted. Tails said, "Can't we let him rest?"
Also,
No, Tails.
yeah, I'm probably gonna cut this down and not upload the full unedited version.
Turning to the gold fox nearby. If Knuckles goes to sleep out here, he'll never wake up. We have to keep moving. As this was being said, Knuckles' eyes began to droop as he was forced to keep walking. He's right, Silver agreed. We have to keep him awake. The fucking emphasis is so bad.
Like, what? Like,
he's right? Silver agreed. We have to keep him awake?
what? Like, what? Is he concussed or something?
No, he was in fucking frozen water.
Yeah, I know, but like, that's usually like what you would do if somebody got concussed, right?
Maybe, but like if he keeps moving, then he'll stay warm. But if he
Well,
lies
yeah.
down, then he's gonna freeze.
Doesn't
and
he have
all
like
the-
hypothermia now?
Probably. With that said, Sonic and Tails stayed by Knuckles' side, helping him along the way, urging him to stay awake. This is kind of fucked. I just wanted a happy Sonic Christmas with maybe some fucking.
Instead, we get Peter
No.
Griffin.
Then we get giant robot Peter Griffin fucking murdering Knuckles.
It's not even
Dude,
a
it's
robot.
part 8.
It's not even a robot Peter Griffin. It just is Peter Griffin. He's just there.
We're more than halfway through, boys.
We're more than halfway through. It's been an hour and 20 minutes. We can do this before 2 hours.
Back at the cabin, Tickle and the others were all enjoying themselves. That's kind of hot, you know.
Return of Tickle.
Vanilla was in the kitchen removing a large cookie sheet from the oven and placed it on the counter. That's some good use of tense, removing and then placed. As if she's currently removing it, but she's already placed it on the counter.
Chaos Control, my dude.
Chaos Control, put the cookies on the counter.
Of course. Why? I mean, it's time travel.
Amy came down the stairs from the loft.
Ew.
Oh no!
Heading to her room when she noticed something and stopped. Cream was sitting near the fireplace, gazing over at the door. Sadness and worry was in her eyes. God, this person's so bad at fucking tense.
They're just dyslexic.
No, they're not dyslexic because they'd be spelling all these words wrong.
This story has like the feeling I feel it's written like a person who kind of understands English, but at the same time doesn't.
So a teenage girl.
So
Pretty much.
Yeah. Guys, I found Afghanistan on a map.
What's wrong, Cream? She asked. Cream turned toward her. I was really worried, Amy, she said. They should be back by now. I'm worried something might have happened to them. Don't worry, Cream, Amy assured her. Sonic's with them. They'll be okay. Amy's right by the way, came a new voice. They turned to see Rouge join in. Sonic and the others will make it back. Yeah, Amy agreed. I'm sure they'll be here any minute. Just as that had been said, the door swung open, catching everyone by surprise. Rolls of snow churned through the air as 4-5 forms came in. It was Sonic, Tails, Blaze, Silver, and Knuckles. Oh my, Vanilla frowned, coming from behind the others. Sonic, what happened? Amy asked as she and the other saw Sonic, Tails, Blaze, and Silver standing behind Knuckles, who was shivering where he stood, his eyes drooping in exhaustion. We were out looking for Eggman when this weird metal Peter Griffin came after us, Sonic began. It attacked us on our way back. We tried to fight it off, but it still kept coming. There was emphasis on that. He told them. Knuckles led it away from us, but then fell through the ice on a frozen lake, he finished explaining. If it wasn't for Knuckles, we probably wouldn't have gotten back, Sonic stated. But that still wasn't a very smart thing to do, Shadow stated, crossing his arms as he stood next to Cosmo and Rouge, who were a few feet away. Shadow had arrived back minutes after Sonic left to find Eggman. See, my question is, why didn't he come back immediately? Because he has the power to travel through time. So why isn't it that when he walked through that portal, he just came through the portal again?
The more you have to question it, the more you're required to think.
I don't know.
You're right. I shouldn't ask questions I don't want the answers to.
Just don't. Also, and before I get sued by Dingo for using his likeness.
Oh no, we're gonna get sued, bro.
We're gonna get sued, bro.
I mean, Soul Drinker just made a meme out of it.
We're correct. We're corrupt.
Corrupt beef's owner.
We have always been corrupt. Yeah, see, you made a meme out of it.
Because of him deciding to go and face that thing on his own, he's half frozen. It seemed like a good idea at the time, Knuckles quietly argued, shivering as he glanced up. Well, wow, what do you think now that you're a walking popsicle? Shadow, that's enough, Vanilla scolded, stepping forward while Knuckles continued to shiver. What's done is done, she stated. Right now we need to get Knuckles warm before he gets the flu. He's gonna get much more than the flu.
Yeah,
He's gonna die of hypothermia.
Yeah.
And frostbite. He'll be lucky if he still has his fucking 4-pronged penis after this.
Just throw him in the fire.
He'll be lucky if he still has
What a
3
good-
heads.
Oh man.
He'll be lucky if he has one head.
The friggin' Knuckles picture.
I need to see this. Oh, yes, suicide is painless. It brings on many changes.
Oh yes. Oh yes, my dude. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes.
Who's throwing a party?
Anzyll. I need to send you a
that's me.
picture. Tell
should
your
probably-
little sister to be quiet.
Mega mute him.
Get out.
Got him.
Get out your belt.
Be gone, thought.
Start whipping people.
Start whipping you.
Whip it.
After removing his jacket, Vanilla then led Knuckles down the hallway. Until they came to a small room near the end of the hallway,
Best
which was
sprite.
across from Sonic's room, the others following behind. Once in the room, Knuckles sat down on the bed. I can't feel my knuckles, he stated, still shivering.
No.
He said hands, but I had
Like,
to say
one
knuckles.
one of the female characters joins him on the bed. Let's warm you up,
Hey,
baby.
Anzyll. I have a question.
Yo,
Is this porn? Hold on, let
Probably.
me send you this picture. Is this porn?
It's denying that it's.
if you have to ask if
fan
it's porn, it's
fiction.
probably porn.
Well, look at
Yeah.
it. Is it?
It's a child-friendly.
You can't
fan
see anything
fiction.
bad. Censored
Oh, wow. Yes.
If there's not a penis, then it's not porn.
I'll allow it.
Okay, nice.
It's
Graham,
not
put this
gay.
Oh
Graham,
man.
It's
Put
not
this
gay.
up in your video.
Okay, do not do that.
Letters
Please do it.
versus
Just randomly. put it up.
Whoa.
Yeah.
No one's around to help.
I'm gonna.
Fair.
Actually, I'm gonna. Yeah. No. I'm not putting that up.
Do it, bro. You'll get demonetized.
It's not gay if you don't. It's not gay if you don't swallow.
I don't even.
It's
monetize-
not gay if he's a girl.
I don't even monetize my videos, and I'm gonna get like 8 different types of demonetized. So like, no.
Oh, this
Hey
game
man,
is
it's,
great.
it's actually an
We
advantage
did-
because you don't get paid anyway, and you also won't get ads.
True.
No, you get ads. You'll
But
get
that's how it is already, though.
Yeah.
That's
Don't
how it
get
is on
paid
this
and you don't
bitch of
have
a
ads.
I'm gonna have to open
yeah,
up.
but
that GIF is
but,
great
like-
though.
copyrighted Dingo content, dude. This way Dingo
gotta
doesn't
put-
get the money.
You gotta put the GIF in the video, bro. This is a good GIF.
No one's around to help.
No, the other one.
The bottom one?
Yes, the one where
the
the
bottom bitch.
ref just kills someone.
Nah.
The ref killed
Is that
3 or 4
Dingo?
people.
Tickle made her way over to him. Tickle sat beside Knuckles and gingerly removed one of his gloves, followed by the other, revealing 2 spikes protruding from the back of his slim red hands. Knuckles'
Oh,
slender
no.
fingers
Then
felt
she
a bit
moved-
stiff
then she moved
as
the
she
hand.
held
Knuckles'
them
hands, Knuckles'
gently
hands.
in hers.
And then
As she
Tickle
did
said,
so, Knuckles'
want you to-
hands felt like they were made of ice rather than fur and flesh. Your hands are nearly frozen, she informed him. Tickle gently ran a hand along the top of both of his. Knuckles felt a tingling feeling as the feeling was coming back to them. Knuckles growled slightly in pain, clenching his eyes. After a
Then-
moment, he relaxed a bit. Thanks, guys. Knuckles smiled, looking at all of his
And-
friends standing
and
near
and then like Tickle moves Knuckles' hands to
Tickle
to her
quickly
chest.
flips Knuckles on his back and examines his 4-pronged penis,
Okay, I have a
which has
question
been
for you.
sticking up this entire time in its frosty glory.
Okay,
Oh.
Let me
What do you
warm
think
this up so
Sonic-
it doesn't fall off. He said.
no. What does
Oh.
Sonic's feet look like? What do you think?
I think they look
Oh.
like human feet.
Yeah, they're just blue human feet.
Ew.
No.
Ew. Oh, that's
I think it's like
disgusting.
original Sonic, where you know how his arms are are like flesh colored.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think that his feet are also flesh colored, so he's just got human flesh colored feet
Stop.
in fucking sneakers.
Cease this
And-
immediate.
And he also has like freaking toenails too.
Yeah, he's got like really long, gross toenails because he never takes his shoes off.
What do you think that?
They're
do you
like
think
black and they're about to fall off, and a couple of them already have. And he's got like a really bad athlete's foot.
Oh my god. Poor Sonic. Like, how sweaty are his feet? Because, like, all he does is run.
The worst part is that this is all founded in logic, so it's very possible that he does have crazy athlete's foot.
Dude, he should, he should wear Crocs like Tracer.
Does Tracer wear Crocs?
Yeah, seriously, she wears Crocs. Check. It's great. It's my favorite part of her character design.
Wait, hold on.
Tracer wears Crocs. Yes.
Check. That sounds magical.
It's
fucking British people
I'm
always
probably gonna
ruining
leave-
everything.
I'm probably gonna leave to take a shower in
Hang
a
on.
minute.
I'm gonna need to. Okay, I don't think these are Crocs. They could be Crocs.
Well, I mean, they look a lot like Crocs, so, you know.
Dude, Joey the Hedgehog?
Shade the Hedgebat.
Let's. Okay.
Why is she a hedgehog and a bat?
You decide. Are these
Oh,
Crocs?
is Shade the Hedgebat?
I'll see y'all
fuck,
later.
those are
I'll be
totally
back.
Crocs.
Bye.
Those
Shade
Crocs?
the Hedgebat, like,
Alright, I'm gonna go take this shower of mine. I'm gonna
We
go.
heard
Those
you.
are
Bye.
mega
Go away.
Crocs.
Yeah, those are Crocs. Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
All
Good
of
to
y'all
know.
can eat my
I
pants.
found
Love
another.
y'all.
Fucking eat
Bye.
your pant in a second.
Chaos
Au revoir.
control. Answer me. Who are you? Let that child alone.
Oh man.
Oh, dude, is that one of Rose's?
Oh.
I got plenty of these.
No.
Please send more.
Cease.
You can include them in the video.
Alright, back to
I'll
the
make
fucking
sure you
story.
cease
Back
living.
to-
This is like the longest break we've had.
We've been going for an hour and a half.
Good.
What chapter are we on?
We're on chapter 8, but we're almost done.
So
Chapter 8.
someone's tuning in right now. How about you describe everything that just happened?
How about you?
Okay, alright, I'll explain.
Sonic bought groceries as Christmas presents for his friends.
I got this.
Then he got to his $1 million cabin that he has specifically for Christmas that has multiple bedrooms for all of his friends and a marble and cobblestone fireplace. He got a fucking robot message from Eggman who said that he was going to meet him in the forest, and then he promptly kicked out the robot because he was black.
And then they got assaulted.
They went into the forest, and then robotic Peter Griffin came out of the trees and almost murdered Knuckles in an icy lake.
Yeah, Peter.
And now they're back, and Knuckles is getting fucked by Cream's mom.
Yeah,
finally,
pretty much. That's
about right.
That's about right.
I knew the fucking would happen at one point.
I wonder if he can control all 4 prongs on his penis.
All 4.
Maximum pleasure.
I'm gonna get demonetized.
Does he have to wear 4 condoms, or can he just put one over all 4 tips?
Maximum pleasure.
You're gonna get terminated.
Good.
Yeah.
But then I met her. You are beautiful.
Oh wait, is this going on my channel or is it going on yours, Graham?
Okay. I could send you a raw file, and you could upload the unedited version, and I'll make my own cut down edited version.
It doesn't matter.
All right.
Or just upload half of it on one and then half on the other.
We'll upload half it on my channel, and then we'll upload the other half on my channel 3 years later.
We'll upload the good half on my channel.
But which half is the good half?
You should give it to me, and then I'll cut it down into highlights, and then
They're
you can have the
equally
raw
bad.
version.
All right.
None of them will include.
That way,
me.
I have to do all the editing.
All right, cool. Sounds good to me. Because I'm done editing.
Hard.
I'm done editing. I edited so hard on the pointless highlights. Just probably start uploading.
I'll edit you. Boys, Eggman not gonna like this, he murmured, sniffling. Soon,
right.
small plumes of smoke he took off into the sky to tell Eggman the bad news. What? Whatever.
Well, who's
Oh, I missed a part. Meanwhile, outside the cabin, snow was still falling. Soon the snowdrift near the porch began to move and a black figure emerged from beneath it. Bakken then shook off the snow perched on his head before letting out a small sneeze. Boy, is Eggman not gonna like this, he murmured, sniffling. Soon. Alright, chapter 9. I can't believe you guys are fucking listening to this. Dumbass.
Oh yeah, because this
I
is
have
a
nothing else to do.
Sad.
yeah
Dude, it's 2 days before Christmas. What else am I going to do?
yeah like
Be with your family.
I don't care about my family.
Get to spriting.
what family?
Dude, I
Family
love that
ding-dong.
shading.
Dude, you gotta hang out with your family, like your dad, Peter. Your mother, Lois.
My dad is not Peter.
Yeah, you're
God.
right.
It's
God, stop making fun of my dad.
Hey,
You praise with Dad. Oh no, Bart with a gun. He's gonna kill fucking Millhouse. Why is Millhouse Abraham Lincoln?
Oh, that's an image for the ages right there.
That guy.
I got
So
plenty of
good.
these. Got plenty of Simpson
Good old
memes.
Millhouse.
They utter a single word.
Fuck yeah.
Crap. They utter a single word. Doug.
Shortly after Sonic and the others had reached the cabin, Knuckles had changed out of his soaking wet clothes and into something warmer. Tickle had then given him something warm to drink. Oh, that's hot. Which had a special mix
Oh,
of
gross.
herbs that she
Her
hoped
egg.
would help heal him. Many hours had passed. By that time, night had already fallen, and the blast of icy wind outside signaled the start of a winter storm. Knuckles shivered as he laid in bed, covered in thick blankets and thick rabbits. His usually red fur was a bit pale, and he let out rasping breaths as he tried to sleep. Sonic and the others stood near the bedside, deep with concern. Cream gazed at him, fear evident in her honey brown eyes.
Honey, what is their obsession with eyes?
Honey brown eyes. But honey isn't brown.
Knuckles. Poor Mr. Knuckles. He began to sob. I hope he's okay. Cheese let out a sorrowful cry in agreement as she through THROUGH, not THREW. No. She threw her tiny arms around Cream's neck. He will be alright, Cream, Vanilla assured her, placing her arms around her daughter. All he needs is some time to rest and keep warm. Why is there so much emphasis?
If you catch my drift.
Warm. Oh,
Cream and
please
cheese
keep me
looked at
warm with your
Vanilla.
meat sleeve.
No.
I'm
What
sorry.
a bad way to describe it.
I'm sorry.
Keep me warm with your 12-inch God Rod.
No.
God, Rod.
No.
Cream and Cheese looked at Vanilla tearfully. That's right, Cream, Sonic agreed. Knuck's a fighter. He'll make it through. After saying this, Sonic soon gazed at the young echidna resting beneath the blankets. Knuckles' breathing was a bit labored. He let out a harsh cough that soon ended after it came. It's hot. Vanilla leaned over and gently stroked his head with her hand as a worried mother would for their sick child. We should let him rest, Tickle said, her voice just above a whisper. Vanilla turned her gaze to... So wait, this whole chapter was just about Knuckles fucking lying in bed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
The fuck?
Someone's
Just let him rest, Tickle said, her voice just above a whisper. Vanilla turned her gaze towards her before standing up again. She then looked at the other before her. We should all get some rest, she told them. It's been a rough day for all of us. Oh yeah, it's been a rough day for you, hasn't it? You just fucking made cookies all day.
And Knuckles almost died.
Yeah, but it's just Knuckles. Who cares about Knuckles?
Yeah, it's
Oh
just
yeah, you got a
Knuckles.
point.
I can't hang out with people who don't have a sense of humor, okay? If he doesn't chuckle, I don't give a fuckle.
Fuck.
Why did that make me laugh?
I don't know, because it's so stupid.
No.
Yeah,
It's clever. That was very clever.
Knuck, it's Knuckles.
Are you
The
the
blow
hormone
thrower,
monster?
independent flower, magical emerald holder. Give you the coldest shoulder. My something goes through boulders. That's why I stay a loner. Fuck. Why do I know all the lyrics to that song?
I fuck the music. I make it come. I fuck the music with my serpent tongue.
Real patrician
That's
music.
not how he does it.
That's not in the song.
Yes, it is.
That's not the
No,
Death
it's
Grips.
not.
That's not. That's not MC Wright from Death Grips. That's Mollusk Mutilator.
What?
That's not.
Soon, Vanilla and the others began to follow Tickle out the door. Once everyone had gone, Rouge was the last to leave. Oh, fucking ho, Rouge. Turning back, her gaze landed on Knuckles' pronged penis. Knuckles' sleeping form, sadness in her eyes. Please be okay, she whispered, letting a tear fall. Wait, is there a connection between these two? I didn't think there
No.
was.
I think you just kind of have to assume that they know each other.
They're
from the
both
games.
Echidnas.
She's a bat, though.
They're
And
both
a hoe.
Oh,
enchiladas.
wait, I got confused. What's happening and why?
Knuckles died.
Okay, okay, thanks for catching me up on the story so far.
Then, letting out a sigh, Rouge left the room, closing the door behind her. Yeah, bro. So what do you guys think of the story so far?
I want to shoot myself.
Wait, I was gone for a few minutes. Did they ever say a bad word like hell? Or are we still waiting for it? Because it's rated PG-13. They have to say hell like once, right?
I know. PG-13 stands for Peter Griffin 13.
Oh,
There's 13 Peter Griffins out there.
The 13 Horsemen of the Apocalypse.
Oh no,
The
Anzyl's
four
back.
horsemen of the apocalypse.
You gotta wait for
Oh,
Anzyll.
he left.
No, his internet died.
Oh.
Anzyl's gone, and that means I can take all the credit.
No.
And that
He'll
means
come
I can-
back.
No, I'll take the credit.
Let me read my own fan fiction.
Now I can upload it and take all the credit on my own channel, and I'll get all
he's
of
back.
this.
He's back.
Alright, my internet shut
hi,
out
I
for a minute
definitely
there.
wasn't plotting to upload this by myself.
He's conspiring against you. Man.
Damn.
Corruption.
Damn. I do all the work and you're like, because I recorded it. It's mine.
Yep, that's pretty much me.
Sometimes I identify as a girl, a boy, neither, or both.
What is the cure for such disorders?
What's with them both? Like, what?
I
They're
don't
dressed
get
like
the-
a fucking military commander.
They have a tracksuit on.
Dude, fucking North Korea.
That's 11. Actually,
Kim Jong Un, more like Kim Jong. Kim Jong.
Nah,
like
That just sounds
that
racist
short
as
rice
shit.
farmer.
that's
I like how
That's
I like how the
racist.
universal thing for having no gender is just like a gray sweater.
I think the both thing is actually a leather jacket.
The very manly thing of a tie.
I like this image.
I love that image.
That's my second favorite image. You know what my first favorite image is? Show you. Here.
My
What is
favorite
it?
image.
It's a Dorby.
No, I can't fucking. God damn
Good.
it.
That's
It
a good
wasn't
image.
your goal, so be glad about that.
Here's
Dude,
my favorite
what?
image
I
ever.
can play Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire online?
Yeah, bro.
Bro, I just got a Pokemon Mega ad.
I
Dude,
can't
we
wait.
gotta-
Favorite game, Mega Pokemon.
I can't wait to play Minecraft 2.
Minecraft 2 is my favorite game. Douglas comic number 21, Socialist.
Socialism.
Hey,
That's the plot.
Hey
Just
gamers.
socialism.
Hey gamers.
Dude, yes.
Hey gamers. If Minecraft is so good, why isn't there Minecraft a Minecraft 2?
There is Minecraft.
There
you
is
hater.
Minecraft
There
Story
is.
Mode.
You ever heard
You
of
hater.
story mode?
When will you learn that your actions have consequences?
When will you learn that
I
you're
learned
not
that when I
epic?
played.
Back to the story.
I learned. Okay.
Can we please
Sonic
read-
laid in bed, gazing up at the ceiling the same way he had done before.
When was this established?
Gazing up at the ceiling the same way he had done before. Like, just once. He's never looked up at a ceiling before. Just that one time.
This is the second time.
Man, these black creatures really mean business.
He's not even in the voice chat.
Boy.
Join, fucker.
These black creatures sure are violent.
Are you talking about mystics of trash and violence?
Yes.
Froggy!
No,
Call the neighbors, Froggy!
Froggy!
Sonic laid in bed, gazing up at the ceiling the same way he had done before. There were many things on his mind. Like what had happened many hours ago. He knew that metallic Peter Griffin monster hadn't been there by accident. Eggman had set them up. He also knew it was only a matter of time that Eggman would come and finish what he started. Ooh, they needed a plan. Sonic closed his eyes, still thinking. It was then that another thought came into his mind. Knuckles, one of his closest friends, was now sick and possibly getting sicker. Opening his eyes again, Sonic turned his gaze toward the window beside his bed, solemnly watching as the flurry of snowflakes danced through the air. Rolling over on his side, he continued to gaze out the window. Many minutes went by, and Sonic felt nowhere close to being tired.
Then he looked up and he saw Amy on top of him.
Unable to sleep, Sonic soon got up and made his way to the living room. I thought that said everything was dead. Everything was dead quiet. The only sound that could be heard was the rushing of the cold wind outside. Everyone had gone to their rooms for the night, making the cabin seem deserted. Sonic turned his gaze to the fireplace nearby. After a moment, he made his way over and sat down in one of the vacant chairs. Sonic stared deeply into the fire before him, his emerald eyes focusing on the fierce and angry flames as he continued to think.
The flames are fierce and angry. Watch out. Watch out, the flames have a gun.
I just want to say, fucking, oh fuck, I already forgot what I was going to say. Oh yeah, everything was dead. Just imagine, like, this person writes this kind of shitty Sonic Christmas fan fiction. They get like 9 chapters of 14 in, and then it suddenly turns into like this eloquently written masterpiece about Sonic's spiral into depression after his friends are murdered by Eggman in the night.
You mean Peter Griffin?
Imagine if Sega read this and they actually made that into a game.
They did. Sonic Forces.
Plot twist. Peter Griffin was never a minion of Eggman. Peter Griffin was just its own entity.
Peter Griffin worked for a greater evil, Seth MacFarlane.
No, Peter Griffin worked. Peter Griffin worked for Peter Griffin.
He worked for Disney now.
Oh man. Oh, I
got him.
Oh man. You know that now that Disney owns Fox, right?
Yeah.
They are now legally allowed to put Peter Griffin into Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh no!
Oh my god!
Oh no!
Yes! Dude, I want that so bad, you have no idea. Alright, back to the story. Turning his head sharply, Sonic's gaze landed on the young ginger echidna, who in turn stepped back in surprise. I'm sorry, she said. I didn't mean to startle you. It's written like it's like fucking mocking him. I didn't mean to startle you.
I didn't mean to startle you.
Why does it sound like you have a voice changer on?
I don't. How dare you?
You just sounded like a little girl.
I'm not a little girl!
Are you sure?
Shut up!
Oh man.
I don't know, man. If you don't have a 4-pronged penis, you're pretty close to a girl.
Anzyll!
Are you?
I love
making me upset.
Fucking Godzilla just beats the shit out of a gator with one punch. Oh, I love how he has like no tail.
Okay. As on the highlights video, you now have to put with the One Punch Man theme over that GIF.
What?
Now you have to put the One Punch Man theme over that GIF.
Ew, anime gay.
Yeah. No anime. Anime is a sin.
Turning his head sharply, Sonic's gaze landed on the young ginger. Oh wait. No, it's okay. Sonic replied. I was just thinking. Tickle took a seat in the chair across from him. Her sapphire blue eyes filled with concern. I knew for sure that giant robot thing didn't just so happen to be there when we were out in the woods. Oh, that's Sonic. Sonic told her, termination in his voice.
determination in his voice.
Eggman had to kill us, and it nearly killed Knuckles. I hate the fucking. I know that I've said this so many times, but it fucking. Let me just take a screenshot and show you guys.
Semicolon.
Bullshitting.
Frick.
Not the semicolons, because I haven't seen a semicolon in a little while, actually. Actually, never mind. There's a semicolon in this. But wait, no, there isn't.
Yeah, it's like.
But look at the emphasis. Eggman had it sent to kill us, and it nearly killed Knuckles.
I know for sure that giant robot thing didn't just so happen to be there when we were out in the woods, Sonic told her, determination in his voice. Eggman had sent it to kill us, and it nearly killed Knuckles.
Yeah, exactly. And so I'll be reading it, and I'll think that it's well-written emphasis, and I'll go with the emphasis instead of just going with my natural emphasis.
Yeah, it's like.
And it'll just fuck me up.
It's bad, just bad.
It's David Lynch.
Bad.
Mm-hmm. I need to complain about all the specific points about it though, otherwise people will just call me an epic bully. Although I guess people will just call me an epic bully anyway.
Yeah, if you complain about
Anzyll, why are you bullying?
Guy, dude.
Anzyll, why are you bullying Lois?
Stacy, the hell, bro? It's me, Stacy.
Okay, if you were in a Family Guy episode as a cutaway gag, what would it be?
It would be me as. Oh my god, he's got a fucking gun. What the fuck? Is this real?
Oh my
I really hope this is real.
That is real.
Did
That
he
is
really
very
bring
real.
out a gun?
I was actually at that.
What?
What?
No,
What was it like?
It never again.
He just pulls
No,
out a
but, like,
gun.
was he actually supposed to, or was that like
Wait.
part of the act?
Where did he get the gun? Where did he get
Gotta
the
be
gun?
part of the
What
act,
do you
right?
think?
He doesn't have any pockets. Where did he put it? He had to put
No.
it in between his
He
ass.
put it in his fucking crotch, dude.
Oh my
Up his
god!
ass.
Look at where he pulls it out. It's in his crotch. He's just got a giant metal dick.
Oh my god, that's great.
That is great.
You just
don't ever.
react.
Okay, don't ever tell me wrestling is fake ever again.
That's real.
I didn't say it was fake.
And then Frank Reynolds says,
Totally real.
fake.
Also,
Oh my god. Oh my god. That's like the fucking. Oh my god. He just annihilated that guy.
Oh, dude.
That was the most amazing thing I've ever fucking seen.
That's great.
Grams, put that as the image.
I need to find.
Dude,
Will do.
just have that play for like an hour.
All right. I'll just have this go until like the rest of the stream, because personally I think it's probably gotten a bit boring with like just all this one still image.
Don't worry, we're on part 10, so there are only a couple more parts left.
Look at this.
Alright, I know for sure that giant robot. Oh wait, before long he glanced up again. Eggman's gonna pay for this. He glared at the flames inside the fireplace before shifting his gaze back at the floor. I'm gonna burp again. After a moment, Tickle gazed at him. A bit concerned, she rose from her spot. She soon made her way over and knelt beside him, placing a hand on his wrist, causing him to look up. We'll make him pay, she assured him. We're all in this together. After a moment, Sonic smiled. Thanks, he said. Tickle gave an assuring nod before rising from her spot, pulling Sonic to his feet while she did so. We should get some sleep, she told him. Yeah, Sonic replied. Sleep might do me some good, 'cause that's so good. Upon hear this, Tickle smiled. I'll see you in the morning, she said. After saying goodnight, Tickle went up the stair leading to the loft, while Sonic made his way back to his room, hoping he will get a good night's sleep. I love this so much. It's so bad. Oh no, that guy's licking her hair.
What?
Excuse me, what? Oh.
These gifts are so cursed.
Alright, here you go. Here's this picture.
Here, you want to see something really cursed? I'll show you.
Yoda!
I'll show you cursed.
Yoda just pasted on a grown man's body. It's great.
Now,
Oh my god, that guy just fucking. Oh, that's so amazing.
now this,
I
now this is
hope that's
cursed.
real. Alright, back to the story though. I keep getting distracted by these
We need to
epic
stop
gifts.
getting sidetracked. We've been going in
Yeah.
in 5
Okay,
minutes. We'll
okay,
have been.
shut up, and I'll
Alright.
keep going. The storm outside had finally died down, and the cabin was fairly quiet. Many snowflakes continued their way to the ground. The onyx black sky had, by then, brightened into a deep silver, indicating that the sun was rising. The sun's light shimmered in through the windows of the cabin. Sonic's eyes shot out as he. Whoa! His eyes shot out! I just imagine he doesn't have any eyes anymore after this.
I think it's supposed to be like a cartoon, like the woo guy and stuff. But no, it's just disturbing.
Sonic's eyes shot out as he woke up in shock. He sat up and looked out the window to see the sun had risen. A look of relief was on his face as he looked around. Just as he laid down again, he suddenly sat up quickly as horrible thought came to his mind. A horrible thought. At that moment, Sonic felt his blood run cold. Quickly he got out of bed and ran to check the room across the hall. Sonic rushed into the room, stopping in the doorway. Knuckles still laid beneath the thick blankets. He was still a bit pale and had stopped shivering. His breathing was less shallow and not as labored as it had been hours ago. Sonic slowly approached him. "Knuckles?" he said loudly, hoping to wake him. Knuckles didn't move from his current position. "Knuckles!" he repeated, this time louder and reaching out, but stopped himself as he saw that the young echidna did not seem to be breathing. But it just said that his breathing was less shallow.
Did they just... See,
Dude, is Knuckles fucking dead? Knuckles remained where he was, not seeming to respond to anything. Minutes went by and Knuckles hadn't so much as stirred. "Knuckles!" Sonic tried again, this time more quiet. After a few more moments, Sonic hung his head in sadness and grief, closing his eyes. Sonic turned away, pain and sorrow beginning to consume him. "How am I going to tell the others?" he thought. Hopelessness filled his mind. The thought of the news he would have to give. Sonic closed his eyes as a stray tear soon slipped down from his face.
Just put
Knuckles.
Just give him a pair of oversized sunglasses and it's a weekend at Bernie's.
Yeah, dude, just make him a hand puppet.
Weekend at Bernie's.
Just make
Stick your hand up his ass.
Okay, for all though, you should probably just dump the corpse in the forest.
"Knuckles," he whispered, not turning to face his motionless friend. A faint light from outside glittered in through the window near the bed, shimmering onto the blankets. Becoming brighter, the glimmer of light bathed Knuckles' fur in a colorless glow. Knuckles soon began to stir, clenching his eyes tightly before opening them slowly. He blinked a few times before turning his head to the side,
Oh, hey,
where
welcome
he
back.
saw a blue figure near the bed, its back facing him. "Sonic!"
Okay, quick recap.
Yes,
Can we do a
his
quick?
voice a bit
Mind if I do a quick recap so that we know where we
Sonic died, but he's not dead.
Oh, alright.
are? Okay.
It was a magical tale. Sonic's body soon
did Peter
became
kill him?
tense. Mega robot.
Lois.
Oh
Oh
no.
boy. My internet's going to shit again, I presume.
Cool.
Just like my life.
Our house.
Oh, there it
In
goes.
the middle of our house. Our house. In the middle of our house.
Okay,
our
so
house.
story
Of our
recap
house.
thus
In
far.
the middle of our house. Our
Alright,
house.
Silence. We need to do a quick story recap. Okay, so it's Christmas time. New Calais and Sonic and all the rest are in a mansion that's way too expensive. And for some reason he bought presents at the grocery store for Christmas. And then Eggman comes, and Eggman's like, "Yo, what up?" And Sonic absolutely kills his robot to death. And then Peter Griffin arrives and kills Knuckles, but doesn't. And then Knuckles spends like 8 years in bed. And then Sonic wakes up and Knuckles died, I guess, but he's not dead. And then I stopped paying attention for a little bit, and now we're here.
Oh, alright.
That's pretty much the story recap thus far. And we've been going for about 2 hours.
Oh, this is
Our
Bro.
house. In the middle of
Okay.
our house. Our house.
I think it's
In
good
the
again.
middle of our
Alright, come on, we gotta
house.
get back to the story. We've been going for almost
Yeah.
2 hours.
Alright. Sonic's body soon became tense as he heard his name being said. His eyes shot open before turning around, stepping back a bit at the sight before him. Knuckles was staring back at him, a bit confused. The two of them stared for a moment before Knuckles sat up slowly, wincing a bit as he did so. What happened? He questioned. Sonic didn't answer, but after a moment, he smiled as a fresh tear slid down his cheek. Feeling it falling, Sonic turned away as Knuckles watched him in bewilderment. Sonic, are you crying? He asked quietly, a bit incredulously. Sonic froze, but soon wiped his eyes before turning around. No, he replied defensively. It sure looked like it. Knuckles
I'm not crying.
persuaded.
I'm my own original action blying.
A smug look on his face. Can we just drop it? Sonic asked, becoming embarrassed and annoyed all at once. It's two things. How do you become all two things at once? You mean both at once? Fucking shit writing. He looked down at his gloveless hands before flexing his fingers, which were still a bit sore. He began to stretch his legs. It's kind of hot. Wincing as they still felt a bit stiff. Knuckles still felt a bit rigid from what he had just gone through a day before and the whole night. After a moment he got to his feet, his legs buckling slightly as he stood up. Can you walk okay? Sonic asked, a bit concerned as he helped steady his friend. Yeah, my legs are still a little sore, but I'll be fine, Knuckles replied, smiling a bit. With Sonic's help, Knuckles soon left the room. Tommy Wiseau said, "What's up, Knuckles?" That was the worst joke I've ever made in my life.
Hi, doggy.
Hi,
It was
Knuckles.
so fucking good.
You do it so well.
Hi,
Hi,
Knuckles.
doggy.
Oh, hi, Knuckles. How is your sex life?
This world.
Well, I fucked Cream's mom and then also Cream last night, so that was pretty hot.
I creamed
cool.
Cream.
Cream is 4 years old, by the way.
Oh, no.
I thought she was like 6.
I'm pretty sure. Hang on.
You're gonna get put on a watch list after if you upload
let
this.
me just
Good.
let me just post this here.
Everybody
I'm
betrayed
going
me.
to jail.
I'm going to jail.
Hi, you're going to jail.
In the living room, everything was quiet. Sadness hung in the air as everyone sat where they were, thinking of what had happened to them. Though it was nearly Christmas, no one was in any holiday cheer. Shadow had left during the night and still hadn't come back. Where's he going?
He's going to the grocery store to pick up some Christmas presents.
Understandable.
Either that or he's I don't know, he's just going to the McDonald's.
He's going for his friend Tommy.
He's going around at the speed of sound. Got places to go. Gotta follow his rainbow.
He's
moving at the speed of sound. Make tracks, quickest hedgehog around.
Oh yes.
Got ourselves a situation, stuck in a new location,
Good
without
old
any
Ed.
expectation.
Should we like pay Ed to come in here and do that?
Let's just steal it.
here's the vid. I'll get
No,
it up
no,
here.
it's not good enough.
I want Ed
Everyone
to-
else mainly sat where they were, deep in thought. It's pretty hot to be deep in a thought. Just then, they heard footsteps coming from the hallway. Turning slowly, everyone's eyes grew wide, stared on in shock and surprise. Everyone's eyes grew wide, stared on in shock and surprise. What a great rating. There stood Knuckles, Sonic keeping him steady. Cream was the first to recover from shock. She soon rose from her spot and raced over to the young guardian and hedgehog. As she made her way over, Sonic let go of Knuckles and let him stand where he was. You're alright! You're alright! Cream cheered, throwing her arms around him, nearly knocking him over. Whoa, easy, kid. Knuckles smiled, placing his arms around her. It's hot. Soon the others came forward, relief and joy on all their faces. Glad to see you're awake, a new voice said from behind them. Sonic and Knuckles soon turned to see Shadow standing before them, resting himself against the wall like an edgy bastard. There's a small hint of a grin on his face as he gazed at them. Just imagine all of this, but they're like actual hedgehogs.
Imagine all this, but in the style of Family Guy.
Oh, I already have been.
This is just imagine this as the longest, weirdest episode of Family Guy ever made.
Imagine this all in the Cuphead style, with Peter Griffin as the Cuphead boss.
Please.
Yep.
End me now.
Dude, my cup Sona is Anzyll the Hedgehog.
Okay, you know what? Hang on. Okay, this image is that image is now the new image. First.
Oh.
Yep. That's the new image.
Help.
That's the new image. That's the new image. Let me just get rid of this.
Face slide. Why do you have so many of these saved?
I don't.
Where are you getting them from then?
You ever heard of Know Your Meme?
No.
Okay,
no.
I haven't.
I don't know your meme.
You're all laughing. I played you all like a fiddle.
There, that's
Dude,
the new stream image.
Very funny. I need to see what this is. Oh my god. The fuck scam? What is this? It's a robot wrestling. Damn.
We need to get back to work, my dude.
Hey, Shadow, Knuckles replied. Where have you been lately? Shadow only stood for a moment. Out, he answered finally, rising from his spot and heading away from the group. So what's his problem? Knuckles asked after a moment. I wish we knew. I wish we knew, Sonic replied, watching Shadow leave again. Tickle made her way over to Knuckles. I'm so glad you're alright, she told him, pulling him into a hug. So how long was I out? Knuckles wondered, curiously as Tickle let him go. The whole night, Cosmo answered, frowning. You were asleep for a really long time. You really scared us, Charmy agreed, nodding. Soon, Rouge made her way over. You had us really worried, Knuckles, she said. Soon she smiled. But I'm glad you're okay. Knuckles smiled at this. Thanks, Rouge, he replied, reflecting her smile. Smile, 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 smile. Everyone began to talk at once, saying how glad they were that he was alright. Big soon came from the group and picked Knuckles up in his large, fluffy arms, giving him a big hug. I'm so glad you're safe, he smiled, hugging a bit tighter than what Knuckles was comfortable with as the echidna's face began to turn slightly pink. Okay, Big, I think you can put him down now. Tickle smiled, a slight laugh as she spoke. Big reluctantly obliged and placed Knuckled down back on his feet. Knuckles began to sway a bit on his feet, luckily not losing his balance. Sorry! Big sheepishly grinned, seeing the Guardian in a bit of a daze. It's okay, Knuckles replied, wincing a bit. It's great to have you back! Charmy smiled as he, Vector, and SBO came forward. Sonic smiled, watching as everyone smiled. Watching as everything was going back to normal. Just then a loud eerie laugh filled the air, causing everyone to stop what they were doing. Suddenly, a loud explosion shook the cabin around them.
That was Big Man Tyrone's
laugh. I know. In the distance, it's just a muffled. Hey, Limau.
John Rasul.
Hello, my line subscribers.
Oh, okay. I thought something worse was gonna happen.
Part 13. This is the second last chapter, guys.
We're almost done.
How are you feeling?
Can't wait.
Sonic. Oh shit, this one's actually long. What the fuck? Oh
long?
my god.
Wait, how
Very
long is 14?
long.
How long is 14?
Let me check.
Oh, okay.
They're both like 7 times longer than all the other chapters.
How many paragraphs?
1.
It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34,
Holy
35,
shit.
36, 37,
Oh,
38.
yeah.
About 40 paragraphs worth.
40!
Both?
Meanwhile, the other ones were about 7.
That's great. Is this
It really
Stargazer?
is great.
This is...
Well, here we go. Sonic, as well as everyone else's face twisted into a frown as they heard an all too familiar voice coming from outside. "Come out and fight me, you coward!" it screamed. "Eggman!" Sonic growled. Outside the cabin, a large, oddly constructed battleship, foreshadowing, rested in the snow many feet away. There was a smoldering crater several feet from the cabin where the explosion had taken place on the left side. The heat from the blast had melted the snow and singed the ground, but luckily missed the cabin. Aboard the ship was a large-bellied man in a red and black suit with an oversized auburn mustache, watched through the surveillance screen. "I know you're in there, Hedgehog," Eggman yelled angrily into the speaker. "It's no use hiding from me. Take this!" Back in the cabin, Sonic and the others had gotten back on their feet. Sonic turned around, looking back to the worried and scared faces of everyone present. "What are we going to do?" Cosmo asked, shaken and frightened. Tails placed his arms around her, trying to give her comfort. Sonic turned around, thinking of a plan. Making his decision, the blue hedgehog made his way over to the door. "What happened to Christmas, man? What happened to Christmas?"
Wait, I forgot this was about Christmas.
So did I. I mean, like... It was like, he bought Christmas present. I kind of expected in the beginning that Eggman would just show up to, like, their Christmas, and he'd be like, "Yes, Christmas!"
Yeah, it's a
Instead of fucking murdering Knuckles.
Yeah, it is time for the Grimbos. It is time for the Grimbos.
Exactly, his red and black suit and his auburn mustache.
I know a man. He named me Eggman.
Peter Griffin, you must go and destroy the nucleus.
I'm gonna do...
Family man.
Over
This is your time.
Sonic! Tails questioned. "What are you up to?" Rouge wondered. Sonic turned to face them. "I'm gonna lead Eggman away from the cabin," he told them. Looks of shock appeared on everyone's faces. "Are you out of your mind?" Vector retorted, throwing his hands up. "Yeah, you're crazy," Charmy agreed, somewhat copying Vector's gesture. "It's the only way I can get him to stop destroying the cabin," Sonic argued, retrieving his jacket from the coat rack and putting it on. "I'm going with you." "We're coming too," Silver added, as he and Blaze stepped in. "Count me in," Knuckles said, pointing to himself, but Bit soon winced in slight pain. "You're not going anywhere," Rouge argued. "You were nearly killed before. I'll go this time." I completely fucked up her voice. "What?" Knuckles said incredulously. "Rouge is right. You'd been injured during the last battle." I just realized this person has to put fucking italics purposefully around every word that they italicize.
Oh man.
And fucking do it wrong. And every time someone speaks, and it's wrong every time.
Every time.
Everything
is wrong.
So bad. "I'm coming with you," Tickle said, much to everyone's amazement. Sonic nodded, acknowledging her decision. "Well then, we should get going," he replied. "Hey, what about us?" Charmy whined as he and the others began to leave. "You guys need to stay here and keep the others safe," Sonic replied, turning around. "We never get to have any fun." The young bee pouted, crossing his arms. "This isn't a game, Charmy. This is a fan fiction."
Oh man.
We will be happy to stay and keep the others safe," Espio stated, much to Charmy's disappointment. Sonic smiled and nodded. "Let's go," he told them. Sonic, Rouge, Tickle, Blaze, and Silver soon made their way toward the door. Tails, who had considered going with them, looked back to see the worried looks on others' faces, namely Cosmo's. A look of pure fear and sadness shimmered within her bright baby blue eyes. Tails turned to Sonic and the others. "Tails?" Sonic asked. I've decided to stay here with my annoying voice, Tails replied, before turning to see Cosmo's surprised face. Are you sure? Sonic questioned. Tails nodded. They need me, he stated. Okay, Tails, if that's what you've decided, it is. It is, Tails answered. Sonic smiled. Okay, little buddy. Soon he turned to Silver and the others. Let's go. I like Sonic, Tails told him. Sonic turned around, smiling as he gave a thumbs up. After placing on their jackets and boots, Sonic, Rouge, Tickle, Blaze, and Silver went outside, leaving Tails and the others behind. Once outside, Sonic and his friends gazed up angrily at the enormous ship before them. I see you finally come to your senses, Eggman sneered as he saw them below. Let's finish this, Sonic growled. Yes, please, let's finish this. Soon he and the others began to attack. Sonic launched himself at the ship. Silver and Blaze shot blasts of fire and golden energy striking the ship. Just then, the golden eyes. Just then, another blast of blue energy struck the ship. Everyone turned in surprise as they saw Tickle standing there, her hands growing a neon sans blue. Though she was from the past,
Sans.
Tickle had the powers of her own that she would only use if necessary. Just then, Eggman shot a beam of red energy from his ship, striking the ground nearby. Inside the cabin, Tails and the others felt everything shake around them. As soon as it had come, it was gone. That's like... They've used that exact sentence like a million times.
When he comes, he'll bring lots of presents.
Lots of presents.
Depending on his sperm count, maybe even billions of presents.
Possibly even trillions.
Trillions. Is everyone alright? Is everyone alright? He asked with concern. Everyone nodded. Mama, I'm scared, Cream whimpered. It'll be alright, Cream, Vanilla assured her, placing her arms around her daughter, trying to comfort her. Dude, what happened to Cream's dad?
Jesus.
Is Cream's dad dead?
Yeah, probably.
That's pretty epic.
He creamed too hard. That's why.
Dude, he creamed Vanilla and then left.
No, he died. He exploded the second.
That reminds me, when I was like 11, I got like one Sonic cartoon or one Sonic comic from my local bookstore because I was bored and it's like $1. And for some reason, Cream had like a Tails doll. Like a doll of your friend.
Yep.
Imagine that.
And then someone made a bad...
I have a doll of you.
And someone made a bad creepypasta based off it.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was already like a thing in the story because it was like possessed or some shit.
It was a bowel movement.
And I know you have a doll of me, Douglas. A sex doll.
Well, I wouldn't say it was that, but I did definitely cut a few holes in it.
Excuses.
Do you believe in sin?
Magic in a young girl's heart? Music and freedom whenever it starts and it's magic.
I love
no, I don't believe in God.
Someone edit the TV scene to just say that.
You believe in magic in a young girl's
Do you
heart?
believe in quotation marks magic?
Do you believe
Quotation
in
marks?
Do you believe in italics wizardry?
Yeah,
Back
wrestling gifts are
outside,
amazing.
Sonic and the others were just recovering from the shock. We've got
Golden eyes!
Hey.
Do you
Sonic told
believe
his
in golden
friends.
eyes?
Do you believe in GoldenEye 007?
GoldenEye 007? Fuck you, dude.
Do you believe in neon energy?
No.
Do you believe in fan fictions?
Just follow my lead, Sonic replied. Now I can't stop thinking about the one cartoon where the Star Bomb song where like Tails starts doing drugs and then he fucking shoots Eggman.
Wait.
Like,
I need to see this.
Oh man.
It's a Star Bomb song with a little animatic.
Good.
I just keep thinking of like the Jumps on Springs.
Jumps on Springs.
Jumps on Springs.
Jumps on Springs.
I don't remember any of the other lyrics.
I did it. I liberated them.
We've been going for almost 2.5 hours.
Jesus.
I'm losing it.
We probably have like a dozen more paragraphs to go at least.
Oh no!
Launching himself at Eggman again. You know, we're already halfway down this page, and then there's another one this size, so we should be fine.
Still 20 more paragraphs.
No.
It's gonna be fun to edit this
60 more
together when my
paragraphs.
fucking computer is lagging from 3 hours of footage.
Yep.
Anzyll, you better credit me. You better put my channel in the description.
Credit you for doing what?
Saying funny things like Bazinga.
You haven't said anything funny yet, though.
Shut up. You laughed at one of the things I said. I remember you laughed at one thing. I don't even remember.
Didn't you
what
bring
I
up
said.
Peter Griffin?
No, that was someone else.
I was suckers laugh at everything I said.
I'm taking credit for bringing up Peter Griffin. I'm taking credit for bringing Peter Griffin.
Well, you better credit me in the description so I get all the channel viewers.
I'll credit you for being the least funny person here.
That's rude.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I was here.
Who's the most funny?
Got him.
Personally, I'm definitely not the most funny.
No, you should put me as the most funny.
Well, I'm the most funny.
Dude, the funniest person here is Scam because he keeps posting these epic gifs of wrestling.
Funniest person here is obviously some nerd.
Well,
yeah, some nerd who I don't think has contributed once to the conversation.
Well, I posted Dingo eating ice cream. Magic.
Motherfucker.
Yes.
I take shits out of my asshole.
Don't touch me, motherfucker.
Anyway. Oh my god, that was like spot on.
Okay, we need to move
Alright,
on.
back to the epic story.
I did not hit her. I did
Oh,
not.
dude, I just got a YouTube notification. I'm gonna check this instead of reading.
Oh man. Okay.
Dude, Arlo uploaded my Game Grumps audition. Dude, I watched that.
Beef on kid.
What's a beef zone anyway? Is it like
What
a
are
tiny
you?
bird?
What are you?
It's me, Douglas.
Anyway, back to the epic story. Just follow my lead, Sonic replied. Soon he got up, launching himself at Eggman again, this time knocking him a few feet back from where they were. Sonic, Blaze, and Tickle continued to blast Eggman with their energy. That's hot.
Oh,
Rouge used her spin kick. Before long, the battle soon reached the middle of the woods. All around them was nothing but trees and a large mountain on their left. The battle continued for what seemed like an eternity. Sonic struck the ship with his spin dash, smashing through the interior. Everyone took cover as Eggman's ship exploded, sending everyone aboard into the air. But who's on board? Just Eggman? Also, look at all these semicolons.
Oh,
no.
Eggman's ship exploded, killing me instantly.
My favorite.
I'm pretty sure.
And yet I haven't seen a single full colon.
I'm pretty sure a ship exploding would completely disintegrate everyone inside.
I mean, depends on what they mean by exploding.
It depends the radius.
There's just a large fire.
Maybe it was just like a single puff of smoke.
If it just starts smoking,
it was
and
the
then this
equivalent
like
of
exploding.
it was the equivalent of someone just throwing a fire. Not, you know, like those little firecrackers that you throw and then they explode on contact. Like they make a little pop.
You mean snapping pops?
Yes, those. It's the equivalent of someone just throwing one of those at the ship.
It's just like a little puff of smoke, and then
it's the equivalent of someone
and that crashes.
The equivalent of someone snapping their fingers.
It seems we underestimated them, Doctor, Deco stated. Not to worry, Eggman replied. They may have defeated me, but they won't stand a chance against our little friend. That's brilliant, Doctor, Boko cheered.
And their friend
Too bad we won't be able to see them lose, Balkan frowned. Oh, shut up, Eggman screamed as he and his helpers flew through the sky, soon disappearing into the distance. We're blasting off again, guys.
And then, from the woods, from the bowels of the lake, from the depths, the deepest depths of the ocean.
Joey Pope came out with a giant vape.
From the deepest reaches, from the deepest chasms of the ocean floor. Hey, Knuckles.
Lois.
Hey, Knuckles.
Lois.
I agree, actually.
Lois.
I guess that's that, Sonic stated. The end.
Wow.
The others nodded. Just as they were about to head back to camp, the ground beneath them began to tremor slightly, but soon stopped. The end. What was that? Silver
Is
asked.
that actually the end?
Uneasy. No, of course not.
Oh,
I'm still
okay.
reading it, dumbass.
Well, I don't know. What if it was the end? What
I
if
just said, what was that? Silver asked.
What if that was the epilogue? You treating me like I'm stupid over here, but I'm asking.
Yeah, I'm treating you as you deserve.
You are
Wow.
200% stupid.
You're so mean.
I know, it's true. No wonder Rose hates me. What was
loves
that?
you.
Silver asked, a bit uneasy. At that moment, there came a low growl as an enormous shadow began to loom over them. Everyone looked up in awe as a creature nearly 20 feet high roared as it burst through the treetops. Lois!
Lois.
Its metallic body glistened in the bright sunlight. The Peter snarled, knocking down trees as it emerged from the forest, heading towards them. Oh God! Sonic managed. The creature swung its claws, knocking Sonic down. Getting to his feet, Sonic went into an attack. Silver and the others followed behind, using their attacks to take the beast down. Well, that was fast. At the end. No.
And then from
you
the
keep
beast.
lying to me.
Hey,
Rouge.
tutorial head.
We're still in chapter 13 of 14. I don't know why you believe
There's
that it was
one
done.
more.
Why you keep lying to me?
One more.
Rouge flew in,
What the
One more.
attack, striking the beast in the back.
We're almost
She
done,
was
guys.
soon knocked to the ground. As she got to her feet, she turned to see a black hedgehog standing near the mountainside, not seeming to care what was happening. Shadow. Wait, no. Shadow. I can't do the voice anymore. What the fuck? Shadow. Rouge said, running to him. This creature is way too strong. We need your help, she said, turning to see the others what they had to fight.
Get a cheese pizza.
I have no time for a hopeless battle, he stated, turning away. I have my own plans to deal with. But Shadow, Rouge tried. It's best not to be involved in such an epic fight. The black hedgehog told her, not turning around. So you're just gonna leave? Rouge insisted. They're no longer my concern, Shadow stated harshly before leaving Rouge behind. So he came for Christmas. He was gonna go to Crimbus, he was gonna get gifts, but when his friends are literally about to fucking die, he's like, nah. I don't care.
Nah.
They're no longer my concern.
I mean,
so they were your concern when they were gonna give you Christmas presents,
You know,
but now
like-
that they're gonna die before they can give it to you.
Look. It's Peter Griffin.
You're right. You can't beat Peter Griffin.
That's the only point that I have to make. It's Peter Griffin.
That's a good point.
I don't see why you're expecting this to make sense.
Dude, it's Peter Griffin.
Dude, I love
Turning
Peter.
back to the fight, she saw the others failing against the metal griffin. Forgetting about Shadow, Rouge took off into the air, heading for the creature's head. The monster swung its enormous metallic claws, knocking Rouge out of the air, striking against the frozen surface of the ground. She rolled to a stop, beaten and bruised. Rouge shook her head, ridding the dizziness before glancing up in horror as the beach as the beast raged closer.
Rage.
The monster was about to attack when a red figure jumped in its path. I'm gonna vomit. Rouge gazed at the figure in shock. Knuckles, she managed. The red echidna stood where he was ready to fight. Letting out an angry yell, Knuckles launched himself at the beast, striking it across the face with his spiked gloves, giving Rouge the time to escape. The monster struck Knuckles with its claws, knocking him to the ground. Though in pain from the recent battle, Knuckles rose to his feet and attacked it again. Without warning, the metal monster lashed its claws out, hitting Knuckle head on.
You mean the Metal Peter?
Yes. The Metal Griffin.
Lowish. Check out my new Sonic Oshi.
Peter
the Hedgehog.
There's his bat.
His
And,
name's Ryan the dog, and he has fingerless gloves, Lowish.
This reminds me of the time I jacked off to roast the bat.
This reminds me of Undertale.
I need to
Oh,
make
no.
a for me.
This reminds me of the time I kissed Sonic.
Dude, I can't wait until the new season of Family Guy has an Undertale fucking segment.
Hey,
cut around.
Lois.
I can't wait for the new season of
I'm a
Family Guy to
gamer
have
now. I
FNAF.
play Undertale, Lowish.
Hey, Lois.
I love us.
Hey, Peter. Peter, stop hanging out with your friends, Peter.
Peter.
No,
Lois.
looking at what stands the skeleton from Undertale.
Knuckles felt the air being knocked out of him as he hit against a nearby tree, knocking him out as his head struck against the thick trunk.
The thick trunk.
Knuckles! Sonic shouted. That wasn't Sonic's voice. He then turned in time before being struck in the back by the metallic Peter. He quickly dodged it. But it just said that he got struck, but he quickly dodged it. Sonic then turned to Rouge and Tickle, who were at Knuckles' side.
Tickle.
Who were at Knuckles' side.
Of course, it's Tickle.
Tickle.
Take him back to... Fuck, what's Sonic's voice? I keep fucking it up. I can't remember like 30 voices at once.
Just do a Gollum voice.
Take him back to the cabin.
Sonic told them.
Take him back to the cabin.
Is that better?
Take him back to the cabin, guys.
No, chili dogs. Take him back to the cabin. Chili dogs. Sonic told them.
Shall we know
With a bit of
what
hesitation,
Doge's-
they soon nodded. Rouge lifted Knuckles up in her arms and took off with Tickle following suit. Sonic turned back to the Peter. Silver and Blaze stood beside him, ready to battle. They soon attacked.
Oh my
I hope you guys just imagine the stock like the Peter from Family Guy with his arms on his fucking hips,
No.
just smiling his fucking ass off.
Hey, Lois.
Lois.
Get him back. Lois, get him back to the cabin, Lois.
We better make the thumbnail for this Peter versus Sonic.
I thought it was gonna be Help. Remember?
Peanut.
I thought it was gonna be what?
The
Oh,
one
no.
GIF.
Oh, fuck that.
The one image of Help.
Hang on.
No, dude, it has to be. Yeah, that image that Free posted.
This.
Help.
I just imagine that it's just Peter standing there, and they're like, "No, we can't win." No,
Nah, this is the Battler Sprite.
no, dude, the Battler sprite is Peter with his hands on his hips.
No.
There's
Look
no
at him.
other
Hang
sprite
on.
of Peter. There's only just the fucking.
Hang on.
hands on his hips.
You know, you guys know that it should I found his Battler Sprite.
Oh
It
no,
is transparent.
Joe. Oh no, he's so buff.
Here, I'll get a funny meme. A funny meme that'll always make you laugh.
Lois.
Remember
Hey,
that one
Lois.
time Brian died?
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, and then he was revived 3 episodes later because
Yeah.
of backlash.
Here he is.
Great.
Here's Peter.
Oh shit, you're right.
Oh shit, lick that.
I thought Raymond
like
Ripe
that.
was carrying for a sec.
Nope.
I like how it's fucking Meg.
Yeah, of course.
Because even though Meg is a girl, she survived the Flash because even the Flash couldn't tell.
Yeah.
Wow.
Freaking sweet, Lois, get him back to the cabin.
Okay, we need to.
Fucking sweet, Lois. Get him back to the
Frickin'
cabin.
Seriously, we need to.
I have to finish this fucking paragraph because I'm never gonna be able to find out.
We have
a
to
wall
finish
of
the
text.
story. We have to
Wait,
finish
is the story over?
We're so
No,
close to
not
being
yet.
done. So close.
Hurry
Just as Sonic was about to attack again, the creature lashed out its claws and hit Sonic head on. The ear-splitting roar that filled the air caused Shadow to stop. He looked around to see Eggman's metallic Peter wreaking havoc on the ground below. He watched with uncertainty and was about to leave when an agonized scream echoed within the air, causing him to turn sharply toward the sound. Shock and awe flashed in his face. Back of the fight, Sonic struck the ground, badly bruised. Only bruised.
Yeah.
Not bleeding, just bruised. Silver and Blaze were beside him, worry evident on their faces. Ugh. The three of them looked up in horror as the creature loomed over them. Just as it was about to attack, Shadow came racing down the mountainside and leapt onto the monster's back, turning its attention away from Sonic and the others. Shadow began to strike the monster in the head with his fists. The creature growled in anger as it shook the black hedgehog off. Shadow landed safely on the ground. Quickly he summoned Chaos Spear, striking the beast in the back. The creature soon went after Shadow. Just remember that it's fucking Peter.
What would you guys
I'm
put
sorry,
inside
that
of
makes
Peter?
me laugh every time I think about it.
We need to...
I will post big cock.
I gotta play a monkey play quotes. Except
Plays
that
the
one was
fucking
our
best.
Die, leader.
The creature growled in anger as it shook the black hedgehog off. Shadow landed safely on the ground, just quickly summoned Chaos Sphere, striking the beast in the back. The creature soon went after Shadow, leaving Sonic and the others to escape. The monster lashed out its claws, which Shadow was reluctant to dodge. Why was he reluctant to not get hit by fucking claws?
And then the metal Peter said, "I created a machine."
But he is a machine.
He created
Eggman. Is Eggman?
He had a baby.
Is Eggman Monkey Plate, and then Peter is his machine?
They're both
Plot
machines.
twist.
OC fanfic when
One is crazy, one isn't.
Hey,
Shadow
do you guys wanna hear a
continued to
joke?
lead the... No, fuck off. Shadow continued to lead the creature up the mountainside and away from the others. The beast struck Shadow with its metal claws, knocking the black hedgehog into the stony cliffside, cracking his head. A bit of crimson spilled down one of his temples. As Shadow got up, he shook the dizziness away before seeing the beast starting back down the mountain. I like how the only thing we actually know about this beast is that it's got claws.
Yep.
Like, we don't know anything about it.
It's got
Like, we
pure-
don't even know its eye color, dude. We don't even know its fucking
Yeah.
eye
Oh.
color.
Also,
It's
my
the most
fucking
important-
beast. Okay.
Can I-
The
can I ask-
beast. It's just fucking Peter.
Yeah.
We know it's Peter because we applied that to it, though.
Yes.
Like,
Fucking
dude,
Peter Griffin, just inverted colors.
No, it's Peter.
inverted colors, so he's got a green shirt and white pants.
Okay.
It's not Peter. It's Jeter.
It's
are we on the
Peter.
last chapter yet? Because like we gotta wrap up
Almost.
soon.
We gotta
The
do
beast
this,
starting down the mountain. Quickly thinking, Shadow released a few more shots of Chaos Sphere to keep its attention. As Shadow kept running, he was suddenly caught off guard as the monster's metallic struck him in the back. Shadow hit the ground, rolling to a stop near a snowy ridge, sending bits of snow falling as his left leg dangled over the edge. Using all of his strength, Shadow lifted himself up from the edge. No, he can't lift himself up from the edge. Looking up as the monster loomed closer, the creature slashed at him, which Shadow was barely reluctant to avoid.
He didn't care to avoid.
He barely cared enough to avoid. Shadow suddenly felt the sharp claws strike him in the side, knocking him across the level cliffside.
Oh no.
Dude, Shadow's dead, bro. Shadow struggled to knees. Shadow struggled to knees. He could taste the bitterness of blood in his mouth. He glanced up and saw the beast standing near the edge of the ridge, its feet mere inches away. Seeing his chance, Shadow let out an angry yell as he launched himself at the creature once more, striking it with all his might. Soon losing its balance, the creature fell, taking Shadow along with it.
Oh
Shadow and
no.
Sonic and the others, who had been back near the woods, had followed Shadow, made it to the ledge. A look
Made
of
it to
horror
the
was
ledge.
Made it to the ledge.
had followed Shadow, made it to the ledge.
That's confusing. Like, did
Fucking upload.
Shadow made it to the ledge?
Had followed Shadow, made it to the ledge.
That is Luhadang speak.
No punctuation either. A look of horror was in their eyes as they ran to the cliff's edge. Shadow! Sonic yelled. His only response was the echo of his voice in the air. Night was beginning to fall now. Though the monster was nowhere to be seen, Shadow now rested at the bottom of the higher cliff. Remnants of a cold wind gently slid down Shadow's black fur as he laid sprawled out in the snow as fresh flakes came down from above. Chapter 14, lads.
Jesus.
Okay, we should get through this in the next 30 minutes. Okay. No.
All he could feel was the pain that raked his body. Even breathing seemed a bit painful. After many long moments, the pain began to ebb away, his body becoming less stiff. He could hear distant voices around him. Shadow groaned softly as he opened his eyes slowly. The world around him a bit brighter than he expected. After a moment, he turned his head. A sharp pain shot through his left temple. Shadow groaned in pain. His vision swam out of focus. Before long, the pain was gone. As his vision became clear again, Shadow raised a dismaying arm to his head. He could feel the rough bandaging beneath his gloveless fingertips. He sighed as he let his hand drop down to the bed where he was now laying in. "Thank goodness you're awake," a female voice sighed in relief. Shadow glanced up to see a familiar young ginger echidna smiling back at him. I need to breathe. I didn't breathe at all for like 3 paragraphs. And I'm fucking thirsty because I've been talking for 3 hours straight with nothing.
Man forgets to breathe reading Sonic fans.
Yeah, dude. It's so epic I had to hold my breath. Oh no, Peter and fucking... Oh, it's cursed.
In website.
I'm gonna make something even more cursed.
It's fucking brain teaser. Please help Peter figure out how to take his drugs. Categories: quizzes, fun, tags, brain teaser, critical thinking, drugs, lateral thinking. Peter, prescription.
Hey Lois, you better have this in Forgetful. I need this.
Hey
Alright.
Lois, you better have this in Forgetful.
What happened? He asked, finally finding his voice. Tickle placed a gentle hand on his head, making him wince slightly. "You had a really bad fall, but your winter will make up for it," she told him. "Sonic and Silver found you at the foot of the cliff and brought you back to the cabin." It was then that Shadow saw many others were in the room with him and Tickle. Sonic was standing near the door with Amy, Vanilla, Big, Cream, Cheese, Cosmo, and Tails standing nearby. It was then that Shadow remembered someone. "Where are Knuckles, Rouge, Silver, Blaze, Vector, Espio, and Charmy?" he wondered. Knuckles is resting. Rouge and Silver and the others are with him, Tickle said, as if reading his mind.
Wow. We're just chilling out there, not doing anything. All
Shadow winced slightly as he sat up. Tickle soon handed him a mug full of raspberry-colored liquid. I didn't know raspberry was a color.
It's like...
Shadow
glanced like red.
Yeah, but it's like raspberry. Is it raspberry tea?
It's like...
Why didn't you just say red liquid and not be so...
pinkish red?
Exposition?
Just red.
Red. Just...
Shadow glanced into it.
Let's get this shit over with.
Yes, we need to get it over with.
"It's a special type of tea," she explained. "It's made with special herbs that are known to be a remedy in the Echidna Society." The same drink she had given Knuckles the night he fell through the ice. Shadow hesitated, but soon began to drink the warm liquid. It had a sweet taste to it. "Thank you," Shadow said. He placed the mug on the table near the bed before laying back down. He closed his eyes for a minute. Soon, Sonic made his way over as Shadow looked up. "You," Shadow began, sitting up once more, wincing slightly. "You came and helped me." He stopped for a moment. "After everything you all had been put through, what reason did you have to do this?" Sonic shook his head. "Don't you get it, Shadow?" Rude. Oh. "Don't you get it?" Fuck, I can't do the voice. "Don't you get it, Shadow?" Rouge, who had entered the room, asked, crossing her arms. "You're our friend," Cream said, stepping forward. "Yeah, and buddies stick together. Chili dogs." Sonic agreed, giving him a thumbs up as he spoke. Shadow glanced around at everyone around him. They all smiled as they gave him an encouraging nod. There was a silence between them, which began to feel a little unnerving. "Are you feeling better, Mr. Shadow?" Cream asked finally, making her way over to the bed. Shadow glanced down at her. After a few seconds, Shadow slowly nodded. Yeah. he answered quietly, then paused for a moment. He soon turned his gaze. Thanks, he told Sonic and Silver, who had followed Rouge into the room. Glad to see you're okay, said a new voice. They all turned to see Knuckles standing in the doorway, keeping his support against Espio, who was beside him. Knuckles let go and began to make his way over, limping slightly from being sore. Shadow soon gave a slight smile. You too, Knuckles, he finally spoke up. Knuckles gave a slight grin. Rouge, who had been standing nearby, soon made her way over. Knuckles turned as he saw her stop before him. He smiled at her, and she did the same. Before Knuckles could react, Rouge hardly slapped him across the face. Ow! He shouted painfully. That's for scaring me twice in the same week, Rouge stated, pointing a threatening finger at him. But soon, she pulled him close, her lips connecting with his.
It's gonna get hot.
So there was a sex
steamy in here.
Dude, kissing equals sex scene.
Oh
Yeah,
my.
And that's for saving my life and being there when I need you. Dude, that's like... I swear that this is like word for word from a fucking movie I watched.
Yeah, it probably is.
She smiled, gently placing her hand where she had struck. No, dude, that's from How to Train Your Dragon, isn't it? Dude, that's totally from the first How to Train Your Dragon movie.
That is... Yeah, when did this... When did... Hang on.
I don't know. Let me check. How to Train... No, you're gonna check.
Came out in 2010.
Dude, exactly! Exactly! What time of year did it come out?
March 26th, 2010.
Oh my god. It's totally from How to Train Your Dragon. I'm pissed.
Yep.
Knuckles blushed, the tan fur on his muzzle nearly becoming the same shade of his fur, his eyes wide from shock. Well, it's about time, you two, came a voice from the other door. Why can't they just say, like, the person so I don't have to fucking guess what voice it is?
Yeah.
The two turned to see Charmy and Vector, who had just came into the room. Vector was smiling while Charmy tried his best to hold back a laugh from seeing Knuckles' red face. Rouge and Knuckles turned to each other again, but this time took a step back. This caused everyone to laugh as they saw the embarrassment on their friends' faces. Knuckles' face was now nearly the same shade as the rest of his fur. You already did that. Well, now that everything's okay, let's go open some presents.
Finally.
Yeah, dude, exactly.
After
recovering from laughing. Can we please? Charmy begged. Tickle laughed lightly. Of course, she smiled. It is Christmas after all. Yay! Charmy cheered before... Dude, it's Charmy from Lisa. Before flying out of the room.
Plot twist.
Charmy
Vector, Espio, Big, Silver, and Blaze soon followed their friend into the living room. Tickle then turned to Shadow, who was sitting on the edge of the bed, just like he sits on the edge of everything.
Of course, it was.
Shadow began to flex his muscles so he doesn't chuckle, which were a bit sore. He then began to stretch his legs, wincing as they still felt a bit stiff. Shadow still felt a bit sore from what he had gone through. After a moment, he got to his feet, his legs buckling slightly as he stood up. You sure you're okay? Sonic asked, a bit concerned as he helped steady him. I'm fine, Shadow replied, a bit harsher than he intended to. Sonic, however, didn't seem fazed by Shadow's bitterness. Soon he shook his head. Same old Shadow, chili dogs, Sonic thought. Then with Sonic's Shadow... I just imagine that he's in a perpetual state of thinking about chili dogs. Then, with Sonic's help, Shadow made his way out of the room with the others following suit. In the living room, Charmy, Espio, Vector, Silver, Blaze, and Big were waiting. Why so specific? Soon, they turned to see the others coming from the hallway. Sonic was keeping Shadow steady, while Rouge kept Knuckles steady. The others who stood near them made their way further into the living room. Hey guys, Vector smiled. As Sonic and the others made their way over, Big soon got up and gave both Knuckles and Shadow a big hug. After a moment, he set them down. Both Shadow began to sway Both Shadow.
Both Shadow.
Both Shadow began to sway on their feet.
There's two of them.
And apparently it's not the plural shadows, it's just Shadow.
One wasn't meant to survive.
Oh no. A bit dizzy from Big's hug, but soon they shook it off. Soon it was time to open presents. Gifts were exchanged from left to right, to and from everyone. A look of awe appeared on Amy's face as she pulled out Sonic's shitty fucking grocery store gift. As she pulled out a small item from the colorful paper of Sonic's gift. It was made of a silver chain-linked bracelet with a small cabbage-shaped lock and key, which glittered in the light of the room. Oh, Sonic, it's from the grocery store! Amy breathed in amazement. Sonic smiled. Well, I knew you liked jewelry, so I stopped by the grocery store. Sonic was cut off when Amy took him into a loving embrace. Thank you, Sonic, she smiled. No problem, Amy, Sonic replied, smiling back. And thanks for the new shoes. My old ones were kind of wearing out. You're welcome, Sonic. Amy replied, hugging him once more. Did she stop hugging him and then hug him again? That's kind of gay. As everyone continued to open gifts, Tails smiled as he opened his gift from, I thought it said Colmo, and I was like, Burn Colmo? From Cosmo. It was a book of many planets, stars, and galaxies. Thanks, Cosmo. Thanks, Cosmo! He smiled, giving her a hug. You are welcome, Tails, Cosmo smiled. She then thanked him for the brand new dress she had received. As Rouge opened her present from Knuckles, a look of awe flashed through her bright blue-green eyes.
What?
Make me laugh.
What?
Gazed thoughtfully at the silver chained necklace with a large sapphire hanging from the delicate chain. Knuckles, she began, a bit shocked. You always said you liked jewels and diamonds, so I thought you'd like it. Knuckles replied, his face becoming a bit pink as he spoke. I just love it. Rouge smiled, embracing him in a gentle hug. Knuckles smiled before thanking her joyfully for the boxes of incense he had received.
Oh.
Dude.
Oh,
The boxes of incest.
No.
Rouge had always figured since Knuckles liked to meditate, he would totally go for the gift.
Wait, when was that established?
I don't know. Who cares? Vanilla thanked Vector for the many different recipe booklets. And return was thanks.
I just realized this entire time my mic has been muted.
Wow.
Ripperoni.
This entire time.